Kind day to you all, I am Kinsmark.
I'm Violeta.
And this is Chapter 11 of the stream series XCOM 2. And if memory serves me correctly, I think I am commencing this stream with the pressure already on, considering the events of the previous stream, and the fact that the avatar meter is close to completion even after having completed the dark side missions. So
we need to get
it's
into the
action time.
crunch time! And we also need to try and get XCOM's new character in, because last time their character did not make it.
I can confirm that I have received several messages, so I've created a few of the alts in advance, as well as some people who requested characters for themselves that are just showing up to this series. A couple of people I know asked. I didn't actually get a message as far as filling in details, so if they show up for this stream, I'll ask that they send me those. So,
Marcus says, hi, y'all.
Hello, hello.
I approve of the y'all. Just put that out there. Because he actually did write that. Snowman says, hey, y'all. Oh, Snowman, show him.
Let's show off some of the new creations.
Snowman
Because
is
yours
here.
is suddenly among them. Let's see here. Mimi, he was one of the ones.
Not here yet.
Oh, he isn't? Okay.
No, Snowman is here. Go show Snowman.
Getting there. This was...
This is Lynx's new.
Lynx's alt. I'm using some of the modded in content from one of the Titanfall mods.
Unfortunately for Lynx, their old character bit the dust. Alright, so Snowman.
What you think?
Any changes that need to happen?
Keep in mind, this is the character menu version of them, so they'll of course get the improved Predator armor and probably a mag rifle once they're actually recruited for the campaign proper. This is just the import version that I'll call upon once we get a Rook to impress that upon.
The Shield family says, hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright, so speaking of, let's load and continue on. I really want some of these loading screens like on like metal prints to just hang on the wall. I feel like they would make for really cool wall hangings.
What's the place that like Caddy does a lot of stuff?
Yeah, Pixel Empire.
Pixel Empire.
I think. Yeah?
I think so.
That sounds correct.
I would want that sort of thing. Marcus says I probably won't be here for long because I gotta wake up for work.
Ah, joy.
Alright. Snowman's is looking good. Maybe a different hairstyle when he gets added to the team, though.
Okay.
Any particular hairstyle you have in mind? Because I can, in fact, write that down.
That is simple to adjust.
Yes.
Alright, so let's see here. As always, since I haven't played in some time, again, thank you all for your patience, because our lives are just all kinds of hectic these past few weeks. I need to assess the situation here so I can familiarize myself. Let's see. So we're at 5 of 7 contacts.
Oh yeah,
Hours nearing completion.
We're being hunted.
Yeah, still need to skulljack. Completing encryption is in progress. And let's see, we're getting pyro trained. Encryption's in a couple of days. Debris is getting cleared. Supply drop is in 6 days. And we've got some extra things coming along.
If I remember correctly, what we're trying to do is
get to the
dark site in Europe.
Yeah, we're pressing for Western Europe. Weapons dealer.
Okay, Snowman says I'd have to see the options since I don't remember them all.
Alrighty.
Hair options. Do you want to do that while we wait for more people to...
We've only got 1 day left to finish making contact here.
But we only have...
And we need to press for this.
No, I know. I mean, like, do you want to exit this and go and look at the hairs?
Not until we actually have a Rook for it.
Okay, because Marcus, Snowman, and Shield and Noah are the only ones here currently.
Okay.
So if you want to wait a little bit for more people to come in, or if you just want to get
If
right
they show up,
into it.
they show up.
Okay.
Right.
Marcus, I hope you're doing better now. I know how it feels to be so close.
Yeah.
Western Europe.
Make contact. We need to do that mission.
Alrighty, so he is again in the roster in his mechanized new form. Alright, let's see. Actually, let's view and... Oh, cool. Okay, so it carries over his gear. Awesome.
So it says also maybe go with blue instead of the purple, unless there is a darker option.
Nah, I got it as dark as I could. That was...
So dark blue instead of purple. Got it. Shield says, this is what I needed after the day I had yesterday and this morning.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that your days were not fun. We know how it goes.
Contact
Don
made.
says, hey, Ken.
Hello, hello.
Wow, that is a very lime jacket. And we look so
It's
awesome.
camouflage.
Actually, it kind of is in that area.
In that environment, yeah. Alright, Vigilo Confido, Commander. Income 44 supplies.
Regional contact located.
Good, alright, so now we can make contact with Eastern US. And West Africa. Alright. Didn't expect that.
We need to hit that.
So
how do we do that?
I'm gonna save.
Yeah.
And then...
Lynx Raven says, hello, Ken and Vi. Lynx, we have recreated you. You are...
Or staffing a facility.
Yes, I know, Shen.
You are currently not in-game yet.
I know. Well, once we get some rooks.
Because you died last time. But that's okay. We have already created your alt. We just need to import it when we get a rook. Noah says, yeah boy, Nomad is here. How goes?
Pretty well. Just getting started.
I miss Shen and Ballin. I'm telling you, Ballin is out there. And she's being a badass too. Like some of these, I'm like, what happened?
Anyone to start training? I'll actually leave them in the roster just in case we need to rotate some rooks in. Because I anticipate someone might get injured and we're kind of scraping the roster as it is.
I know, we are. We need to buy
So,
more people. We need to recruit more people is what I meant.
yes, we do. So...
Do we have anybody we can recruit yet, or do we have to go somewhere else to do that?
It's a matter of supplies.
That's what I thought.
Because, yeah.
Snowman says those plasma grenades can't come soon enough.
Because we are kind of supply poor at the moment.
Lynx Raven says, awesome. It's nice to finally have some good news this week. Yep. How do we hit that?
Commander, now that we've established contact with the local resistance, we've got the details we need to move on the aliens' facility. This is our chance to set back their work on the Avatar project.
Alright. Operation Twisted Hem. Sabotage the alien facility. The aliens have constructed a facility deep in the wilderness. It is fueling progress toward their Avatar project. We must destroy it. Assault facility, then. I know, Central!
Am I out again?
Difficulty very difficult.
Very difficult?
Alright, let's see. So...
You don't really want very difficult.
Yeah, our choices are pretty slim at the moment. So... he's an LT. Okay, we need to get him some meds. There we are. Secondary item. We'll go with, I think, nanoscale vest, just because I think we're going to need all the staying power we can scrape up for this. So, for the Mang, meds as
Goddess
well.
Pyro says, hey people. Hello, hello.
Hold up, do I not have any meds?
What do you mean we
Oh,
don't have that?
crap, I only have one. Ugh, nano medkits are expensive.
Oh, that's scary.
Crap. Alright then. have to do. Alright, we'll give him Venom and Acid. Noah, you are getting Tracer rounds. You're already carrying Incendiaries. I think I'll actually swap that out for ordinary frags. I'm going to put one of our point men on the Incendiaries. Yeah. Ah, crap. One grenade per
I'm not good at this. Snowman says one of the medics died last time. That's why I think. We left it on the battlefield. No.
Yep. Because it was one where they were stranded at the last turn, so we weren't able to reclaim their gear. Yeah, come to think of it, that was when Pyro died. Is there nothing else I can equip? I could do Skulljack. If nothing else, I do want to get him into an Exo. Actually, hang on.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
How?
Yeah, we got a couple of these.
This is like.
Yeah, we'll leave him because he's a Sarge. We can use all the abilities we can get. Alright. Well. Godspeed to you all. I feel we shall need it.
Shield says paid for dinner with my brother's credit card because he was the last door from the place. Had a pop can explode in my mom's car. Didn't tap my ear. It's not like my pocket. And my shoulder and back is really bothering me.
Medics ready to deploy.
That's no fun.
Also, just broke a glass. I'm sorry.
Just one of those days.
Pyro says pyros never die. We just respawn or get replaced by synths.
We are moving to take out a high-security Advent installation operating out of this region. Intel from the Resistance suggests this facility is conducting research critical to the Avatar project. Once in position, approach the designated target and plant the X4 charges. Once they're armed, move to minimum safe distance and level that facility.
Alright, so this is kind of like the
very first
sabotage
mission.
mission if you don't start a campaign with the tutorial, in which you're planting X4 on a alien statue. Alright. So, maybe I should have taken a Skulljack along. Because this sounds like...
Yeah, but we'll know, we'll find out what this
Yeah.
mission type is like, and then we'll get it.
I suspect this isn't timed, which should help.
It's been one of those days for the past 2 days. Yep.
Menace 1-5. Target coordinates are locked in. Move to designated position and place the X4 charges.
I love that it's
Position
X4.
concealed.
It's like X4, really? X4?
Yes, X4. So... Alright, starting in this corner. Okay. This is a little less industrial than I was expecting.
Yeah.
So clearly there's a facility there. Alright then.
Don't apologize for not being here in a while. High school is a bitch.
That's all good.
High school
And
is...
school should of course come first, so...
Yeah.
Oh, hi! Please tell me you didn't see me. I know I'm close to your radius. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's so nerve-wracking.
It's fine. What are you freaking out about?
Mostly because I'm just tense about the mission.
Ah, dang, that's a peg too far.
Yeah. At least there's this convenient down tree, right?
Yes, sir.
There's the synth voice.
Yep.
Okay.
I hope they don't have turrets in this place. I don't like the turrets.
We shall find out. Let's. Oh,
Oh,
can't throw far enough.
so close.
You know what? We're gonna go lightning hands. That's gonna sting. Come at me.
Shoot him! Oh, that's just a creepy move. Oh. It's like extra creepy and slow mo.
Alright.
Oh.
Stop twitching!
I don't like that they twitch. That weirds me out.
Finish him! That's what I'm talking about.
Link says, thank God it's not X-23. We don't want our explosives to have mood swings and metal claws.
Freaking love Gunslinger. Uh-oh. Patrol squad. Oh, crap. Looks like these are the advanced kind, because, jeez, they have a lot of health.
Ooh.
I'm hesitant to waste abilities, because...
Because we don't know what's going to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Alright, I think I'm actually going to suppress the Lancer. Because they always advance. There we go. Light them up. Yep. That's why we equip stocks. Yeah, take a shot at him. Why not? Alright.
What happened to our,
And he's
camera
poisoned.
there? Oh, is
Haha!
it?
Because I equipped him with the venom rounds.
Oh.
So I don't even need to worry about him. The poison will kill him next round.
Someone says IMB4 central yelling about killing the officer without skull backing.
Ah! Fucking dodge.
Please stand still.
What do you say?
Please stand still.
Oh. Ooh. Marcus says, so Kim, remember when I said that I was planning on immigrating to the U.S.?
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to take part in a green card lottery next fall.
Ah.
So with a generous amount of luck, I might be crossing the Atlantic next year.
That's cool.
Good luck.
Indeed.
And if you do end up in the States, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
He says, thanks, I'm so excited.
Hope it works out for you, man.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to do that. Alright, so we need to concentrate on him. I don't even have a shot on him. What the hell?
Shield says, I need to find some camo patterns for The Sims 3.
Making a military family.
Probably. I like to use Sims 3 to try and figure out what my characters look like. That and Skyrim.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
use
lie.
Skyrim as like a character face gen reference.
Uh-huh.
Almost as much or more as I do just to play it.
He's not joking. We really do.
Especially because I have so many like face gen extender mods.
Ah. Marcus says, and remember, I'm aiming towards Houston. That's right.
Yeah, if you come out here, I'll happily show you around, man.
Oh yeah. I have no idea what you just said.
She sounds frustrated.
Shield says rebuilding a world challenge that is military start. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
You broke the cover though.
Shredded some of the trees.
We are not good to trees, are we?
You know what? He's not the ideal target. I don't have a shot on the shield, so... Let's see if we can upset the captain a little. Because since I don't have a timer, I really should have taken a Skulljack. I can at least take this carefully. I don't need to advance. I don't need to compromise cover. I can let them come to me.
Dom says avoid Portland, Oregon, LA, and New York City. Portland is also very expensive.
It is.
I've heard. Like,
It's got kind of a kooky culture. I've heard it's a pretty high cost of living there.
yeah. Noah says, I am before accidental mini LLP meetup due to college touring and Marcus boat adventures.
Hey, I would
And
not
Noah
complain.
says, those are America's most famous cities, save for Chicago. There's a reason why you don't go there.
Slash infamous.
Yep. John says, I meant living there. Yeah. They're fun
Oh,
to
jeez,
visit,
yeah.
but don't
Living in
live.
any of those places, I couldn't say I'd advise, because
No.
for what, they're just so damn expensive.
They are. I'm like, I don't, no. Too much money for too little.
Like, if you really like the inner city life, I mean, it ain't for me. If you get into it, cool. It just ain't worth it for
But
me.
you can get so much more from a different city that doesn't have quite as high cost of living than you can in some of these big cities.
Alright, clean and smiling so far.
And Noah says, Ghost would say, Chicago beats everything. Me, cost of living and crime.
Getting a beat.
Marcus says, God, don't worry, I'm not much of a big city guy anyway. And Houston
Nor am I.
is a good one for you because we have lots of suburbs
Yeah, because
where
Houston...
you go out like 10 minutes and it's
Yeah,
farm
even
and country.
even though Houston is a very sprawling, it's considered one of the largest cities in the U.S., it's very, like, horizontal. As far as the actual, like, concentrated downtown area, it's actually kind of a small area. There's a lot of, like, just smaller towns that are just sort of subsumed into the greater Houston surrounding network. And I kind of like that. I think I'd prefer to live, I'd say another, like, half hour farther out, ideally. The area we're at, though, it's pretty good. Because we're close enough that all the amenities are within, 5 or 10 minutes away. And
We're
you know.
standing on the valley.
entertainment, eats, all that is close.
Marcus says, plus I heard Chuck Norris lives in Houston.
Does he? I have no idea.
no idea. And Don's still 15 minutes away from Portland. Ah, yeah. Link says, speaking of New York City, my girlfriend actually got an invite to study criminal forensics by the NYPD.
That's cool.
That's really cool. That's pretty boss.
That was one of those interesting classes I took in college as an elective, was criminal psychology. Because I needed a few psychology-oriented electives to fill out my psychology minor. And so I took that one on a whim, and it was fun. I seriously enjoyed it. Hi there.
Like them.
I see more of those green pod things.
I don't like the green pod people things. Don says, fun fact, Portland has the most strip clubs and bars and microbrews per square mile in all of the U.S.
Given its reputation, that does not
That
surprise
doesn't
me.
No. Mark says, I read that Norris is a ranch just north of Houston.
Wouldn't surprise me. There are a lot of ranches up north of Houston.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Covering now.
And her dad's actually pricing some of them out because he's thinking about getting a few acres of land to eventually construct a house on, and in the short term maybe go like shooting and stuff on.
Fire shots.
Reload, reload.
And Malik says, and since I want to join the police force, it really looks like a good opportunity for the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Proceeding to target. Operating at full capacity.
Take a shot. Nice. I'm really starting to appreciate the gunslinger class. Don't do it! Oh, okay. Come on, line them up. There we go.
So it's just the cost of living in the city that is making me hesitant. Yeah, that would be the one downside.
Aw, come on, man. Could ya not?
Apparently no.
I killed him for a reason, you know. The hell?
No!
Ah, crap.
Not good! Not good! No!
That's his mind. He needs it for minding things.
MJ Flunker says, hi! Hello!
Hello.
The shit has hit the fan. Welcome.
It's cool. I have a solution.
To mind control?
The solution is frag.
Oh.
Can I get each of them? Not quite. Ooh, I can. Do it! Incoming double kill! Ha ha!
Yeah, but that wasn't...
I know. That gets rid of the animated zombie, though.
Ugh.
So...
You did. And that's the word now, so shush. Don't make fun of me for my weird making up words things.
Oh, shut.
Uh,
I can't put them on Overwatch, because since they're considered an enemy as they're mind-controlled... Damn. Alright,
Mark...
for now, just hunker that.
Tyler says, that's his mind! He needs that for minding things! Kim 2016. Marcus is speaking of shooting. I might try and get my double barrel over and under 12 gauge with me. Gonna challenge you in a skeet shooting contest.
Oh, you'll probably annihilate me. I've never gone skeet shooting. I've always wanted to. I've just never had the opportunity.
Same here. Snowman says, I like how you shot that, but the grenade spawned a few feet away from the grenade launcher.
Yeah, the grenade animations in this game are
They're a little
not
bit,
the greatest.
they could do better.
Don't do it! Don't do it! He's hunkered! Oh! Oh! Thank you, hunker. Oh, okay. Alright. Heart attack avoided. You. Oh, come on out into the open, friend. Let's have a little chat.
It's almost dead. Do we have a shot?
I'm about to.
What does the red mean? On here,
And she isn't covered. Get wrecked. Still clean. Alright. Get reloaded.
Peros asks how the Cards Against Humanity video is doing. It's doing good so far.
So far, it's safe.
On the move.
I need to tell you a thing after stream.
Okay. I've already updated its title and tags and description, and
Who knows how long they've been keeping these storage units running down here.
That would be why it's in the middle of nowhere, because no one would find it. I don't like it.
I'm still curious exactly what their objective
I
is.
don't know. What are they doing with them? Like, what's the point?
Because this is supposedly furthering the Avatar project.
Target position.
Like, what is this? What is the Avatar project? No,
And-
no spoilers.
Yeah, like, don't tell us if you know.
This is just us
Just
thinking aloud.
Thinking out loud. Like, just the name alone starts to make me wonder, because Avatar, generally that is associated with either one's proxy self in a simulated environment, and or its older roots, a god's proxy self among mortals. Generally a created facsimile.
Link says, hey, my Wi-Fi is chatted, so great. Snowman says, you know, at least you can blow those canisters up, since you are there to plant C4 anyway.
Yep.
Marcus says, I haven't shot that much after finishing my army service, mostly because of the fact that closest shotgun range is over half an hour drive away.
Oh, yeah.
Empire says you should do another Cards Against Humanity stream sometime.
Oh, we're certainly gonna.
Shield says, here's what I found and did with the chemo pattern. What does everyone think? And says, I might have overdone it a bit.
Oh. Oh. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little,
It's a little busy,
a little, yeah.
but a lot of patterns in Sims 3 end
Yeah,
up
they all get really repetitive just because it only samples a small size of any given texture, so
Yeah.
it's
So
tough to
not-
make them not look
Yeah.
really scattery. Wait, can I launch a frag up there? Just to ruin his day.
family?
I think part of the ceiling is in the
I
way.
saw.
Yeah, it's not affecting him though. It's all around him. Okay, well, I could explode that. Thing is, he's already gonna die because the poison's gonna kill him. So we're just gonna Overwatch actually. Now then, I wonder, can I peek through that window and get a shot? Peekaboo!
She also says even the family's clothes are camo. Market says might actually hit the range once I get some time later in the spring.
I can't wait until I can take my Mosin out. I've had the itch to shoot for a while. Thankfully, it sounds like a friend of the family might have some cheap self-pressed ammo I can get. That way I can save some costs on it too. Alright, you know what?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna take a little gamble here. We're gonna rush him.
She goes, it's a shame I couldn't find a winterized version. Link says, where's Ghost the Sniper?
I
He's
think
out.
he's out injured.
Along with Vi the Missile. Or was I Rocket this time? Was I Missile or Rocket? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Let's get a little lightning hands up in here. There we go. Freaking love Gunslinger.
Hard target, minimal damage.
And fire again!
Went off the armor.
Ooh, hey, having that. Hi, friend. How's it going? Okay, I saw several of those shots hit the explosive canister.
Come on, focus. That was close.
Yes! Oh!
Whisker says, how goes it?
Terminated.
It goes well.
Enemies moving on our position.
Alright, so they're calling in reinforcements.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
That's all good. That is just fine. I really should have taken a Skulljack, because every time they call in reinforcements, a captain comes with them. And now I don't have a timer. Everyone's clean. Ugh, this would have made for ideal conditions to fight the Nexus.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Link
Oh, well.
Kind of looked like the alien had a heart attack when he died of poison.
Yeah, a little. Okay.
Marcus says, so I've been thinking about the release of my book, and I've been wondering, should I release under an artist name or my actual name? That is an entirely subjective decision based on whatever you feel like.
I think it has more to do with how much you want you, like, personally, to get associated, like, should it gain a lot of popularity with it. Like, I know a lot of the reason for pseudonym is artists who want to create and get paid, just not to have to deal with everyone always recognizing their name, like every time they, sign a check or a receipt or something.
Yeah. That's
Plus, there's also some people that, let's just call it what it is, don't have very cool sounding names. I don't know what your actual name is, so I couldn't say. It's just like, if you know your name doesn't sound very, like, attention-getting.
like John Smith.
Yeah, like if it's really run-of-the-mill, or if it just sounds kind of silly, because unfortunately some people have that. Sometimes coming up with a more interesting-sounding name, even if it isn't something, like, fantasy-sounding, if it's just something that is a little more out of the ordinary, that is a little more, attention-catching, sometimes that can actually help from a sales and marketing perspective.
Yep.
So,
Question, my love. Got a new comment, but I'm not sure how to say it or what it means.
What? Trinstarks?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose this is.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I was
If
hoping
you're asking
you would
if
know.
this is live, then yeah, it's a live stream.
I don't think Twitch is yet to do the non-live live stream thing.
Yep. Can't wait until they lift that prohibition, though. Alright, what we got? Ooh, expanded mag and a laser sight. Hell yeah! Having that. Alright. Let's...
Ghost says, howdy y'all, I was here, just forgot to say anything. Time to grill.
Ch.11.
Oh, he asked if this is Legendary Iron Man.
Oh,
No.
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 This is actually my first campaign in XCOM 2. I've only streamed it
Oh.
once a week since it came out, so
And we missed a couple of weeks due to personal...
yeah, because things have come up, so I actually haven't completed the campaign in any case yet, so...
And Marcus says, you already forgot my actual name. I follow you on Facebook, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know his name. I was
I
like,
do.
what do you mean you don't know his name?
Then especially... Okay, so now that I remembered that that is in fact the same name that's attached to that screen name, sorry, I forget these things. I would say, especially if you're planning on marketing to Western audiences, maybe pick a pseudonym, simply because yours is, one, kind of hard to pronounce, two, kind of hard to spell, for those who aren't familiar with those naming conventions.
Yep.
Which means that you
want
aren't going
people
to make...
be able to spell it easily for searches and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want a name that is easily Googleable, because from pure marketing standpoint,
Yeah.
that is actually pretty important.
Trin Stark says, oh, okay, nice, just asking. Yeah,
At some point, I kind of want to try that.
I'm kind of scared of that at the same time, though.
This I've saved scrubbed a few times.
We have finally got past that and decided, you know
Yeah.
what, unless it's like a total party wipe.
Yeah, unless it's looking like everything is about to get wiped, or the RNG just screws me over. I'm accepting losses.
Because
Straight in the neck.
our characters are actually characters
Hey, these are chat people.
made from chat.
Because I love streaming the XCOM series just because we can actually name characters after stream regulars. And it just gets everyone involved a lot more. That's part of why I love streaming these games. Well, their entry team got shredded. Let's ruin their day a little more.
Marcus says, well, I was thinking about using Marcus Finn as a writing name. M-R-K-U-S and F-I-N-N as last name.
That would work well.
Yeah, I think that works just fine.
Easy to remember, easy to spell. It's just out of the ordinary enough for people to remember it. I like it.
I like it. Link says the alien's dropship front kind of looks like a skull.
A little, yeah. And... Scorched Earth. So where's the Lancer? Oh, it's called a Heavy Lancer.
Trin Stark says, good luck with your stream. There's just a few people streaming this game, but always appreciate new stuff. In Spanish, just sorry about my English.
That's all
no
good, man.
worries, no worries.
I appreciate the support.
Noah asked if you remembered what he told you happened to him.
Implementing targeting parameters. Calculating most efficient attack.
I probably will with a slight reminder.
On the move.
Finish him! There we go. Oh wait, he ain't dead.
Deflection.
Still has a single peg. Or not, he's on fire, cool.
5. We're not picking up any additional contacts near the AO.
No,
Proceed
it
to
says-
plan the export charges and move to evac.
No, so it starts with a J, ends with an OB interview.
Ah, right. How did that go? Was this for the paid internship, or is this for something else?
Shield says, my son just made me sit through every one of the Resident Evil movies that he owns.
I am so
if
sorry.
I have to watch another zombie movie, I am so going to ground him. Not the mood to even play Fallout.
The first one was alright. Pretty much everything after that. Alright, let's plant the X4. Oh, come on. You had an opportunity to put it just right on top of their logo.
Status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
Alright. Call Sky Ranger? Oh, I pick. Cool. I've never had this ability. What shall I do with such power? I'll put it right outside the window. Right. There. Okay.
No, it says, I made it in, and yeah, that's for the internship.
There we go. Congratulations, man. I knew you could do it.
Proceeding to target. Targeting sensors fully operational.
Copy that.
Let's start getting people out.
Ready to boogie.
An engineering internship, he says.
Endlich. Genau rechtzeitig.
Hopefully that can start getting you the fundamental knowledge and start getting some contacts. Because that can come in handy later. That was one of the lessons I learned the hard way, graduating a full semester early from college is... Yeah, it looks good on resumes, kinda. Thing is, I didn't give myself time enough to really make any in-field contacts. So... it only worked out so well for
All
me.
over it.
Link says, do we have another Revenant soldier? Sounds like it.
I
I
know...
think that's the synth voice.
Yeah, Pyro is using the synth voice pack.
Returning to my victim.
No, it says thanks, but yeah, my foot in the door for Texas State future job.
On your order. I'm going.
And Whiskers asked if you've had a chance to play Battleborn yet. Not
I have
yet.
not. That and Doom I'm going to conduct some first 15s on.
Status confirmed. X4 charges dictated.
Shield says
Hang on. Hey, let's take a minute to appreciate
the flawless victory.
that rating.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Twisted hem indeed.
Ah!
May I return to the thing now? Okay. Shield says it also doesn't help that he comments on everything wrong with them. Also, is trying to use my speak feature on my phone to write out an outline for a story, and all you hear is, that's not right, and you can't do that. You're doing it wrong. And that's not how it is done. Trent says, if you change shoulders, meanwhile they're evac, you can skip the escape animation.
Alrighty. I'm thinking about getting the
Link says you
evac
Michael
all
Bay
mod.
the hell out of that building.
I am so proud of how that went.
And Chill goes, looks like we were flawless. And Cinnamon says, finally a mission where no one comes home out for 30 plus days. I know, right? Yeah. And
That's a
Marcus-
great way to get into the swing of things again.
Marcus is me. Hard drive died, so he has to reinstall everything.
That's kind of a pain.
Tedious.
I take it as...
See our troops finding success in the field. It's good for the entire crew's morale.
including the commander.
You mean us?
I sometimes take stuff like that as a chance to kind of clean up the hard drive, though. Because a lot of
Get rid of all the stuff you don't want on it.
yeah, a lot of excessive crap gets installed over time, just in general. So sometimes a fresh start is actually pretty good if you clean your slate. Alright, let's see.
And she also just love the backseat comments on what all my ideas. Just gotta love him. Snowman says, if there was a codex, things probably wouldn't have gone so smoothly. That is valid. So we should be grateful we finally got our flawless victory, so now we can go back to being crappy. I mean, that's not what I meant. Yeah.
Could you not curse me, please?
With
I'm
the alien
confusing.
facility destroyed, their efforts to develop the Avatar project will likely suffer a substantial decline, at least for the time being. Excellent work, Commander.
Yay!
Right. Your destruction of the alien facility in Western Europe has dealt a serious blow to the aliens' work toward the Avatar project, Commander. Your actions today will leave no question as to humanity's resolve in recapturing control of Earth.
So it reduced the progress by 2, and the progress is delayed. How long do you think that is?
I'd imagine a month or so.
John says,
assuming.
I'm sad because of all my game saves in Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Game saves would be my biggest
Yeah.
sad. Game saves and like documents with stories and stuff. That would be like, oh. That does.
Yeah, that's why I copy all that stuff over to an external drive every like couple of months. Just so that if I lose everything, I won't lose, everything. It'll set me.
back some,
yeah.
but not too much. Shield says also got almost 100 gigs back on my hard drive. Figured if he hasn't played the game in 3 months or longer, it got uninstalled. Marcus says, by the way, I was checking the flight routes and flight prices to Houston sometime earlier, and it seems that every affordable flight is over 24 hours long and stops in New Jersey before Houston.
Yeah.
Most of them do, yes.
A lot of them do stop over there because that's
There's very-
Newark, right?
Yeah, that's Newark.
Yeah.
Very few flights are direct from Houston to or from Europe. So yeah, most of them will have a stopover somewhere. Snowman says, finger crossed the Avatar project breakthrough doesn't trigger and destroy all that progress. Yeah,
Yeah, because that would kind of suck.
that would. No, it says, is it bad that I care more about my weapon collector run for Arsenal overhaul than most things? Twin Star says, what is your best class of soldier for the moment? I mean, specialist, ranger, etc.
You're like my.
Sorry, I don't know your names yet.
That's
It's
okay.
okay. That is Kinsmark, or Kin. I'm Violeta, or Vi.
Mm-hmm. So,
Kin and Vi.
I assume you mean my highest ranked, which right now is a Captain Grenadier.
Yep. How long am I out for?
14
14 days! No!
Yeah. Thankfully, we've actually got a fair amount of people available again. So,
Jill says also they were putting pictures on my computer from Facebook, and that clogged up a good portion of the space. Yep. Pictures and videos.
alright, we're gonna get
You want me
him.
to look at what he...
I don't think he specified.
Who was it?
Saved.
Let me look.
He's only shown up for this series like
No.
once.
I just have question marks.
Yeah, I'll just train him up as a ranger. I do not think he will mind.
I got it. Okay, so
Let's see.
Dawn, message us with your character name and details,
Mm-hmm.
so we at least have something to go off of for
Yeah,
what,
whether
it,
it's
what it looks like ethnicity, where you want to be from, color schemes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for everybody who wants us to make a character for them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll create them
Just
in the
message
time
us.
from now to the next stream. That way, for the next stream, they're in the pool for potential recruitment. Because I can't promise that everyone will get into the active campaign roster, because there are just so many people that have asked.
So few.
And we already have all of these people in.
Yeah.
So hopefully at some point we'll get everyone in. It looks like it's just going to take a while, though. It may take the entirety of the campaign to get everyone accounted for.
Link says you must rest by. I know, but I'm sad. PM on YouTube or forums.
Yeah.
Either way. YouTube
Or through
will
Twitch.
probably get seen quicker.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, so we have 5 of 7 contacts. What is the quickest way to get contact to the next one?
looks like...
If we make contact there, and then we can go down.
Yeah, we can go either West or East Africa.
And then down to...
And then down to the South Africa facility. Or, looks like there aren't any in
No, they're in the ocean.
the Americas.
I saw...
That one I'm not sure I can reach until I get here. How do I get
Which has one.
to Australia? I could make contact in New Indonesia and then come down. That's probably a more fortuitous route,
I
because
think
that'll
we should
lead
do
me
that.
straight there. Oh,
Yeah.
will it? Hang on. I saw the little line pop up.
I don't know.
I'm not actually seeing those. Maybe this is like the last one.
Maybe that's like their primary facility.
Because I think that actually, yeah, because it has a separate icon. Because
Yeah.
that's just the avatar icon. These have like that structure with it. So I think that's actually the avatar project facility. The rest of these are just support facilities for it.
Okay, so we need to pick which one we're going to move towards.
I think for the sake of keeping travel distance to a minimum, I'd say let's press for South Africa.
Okay.
Because that keeps us closer to Asia, which is where a lot of our stuff is.
Okay.
So...
Marcus says, anyway, is it better to take a plane or a boat?
I don't know. I haven't...
don't know. I haven't actually priced that out.
Yeah, and I haven't taken any ship travel across the Atlantic, so I
And
couldn't say from personal
A big
experience.
issue with that is I'm pretty sure you can get cargo containers for the boat trip.
Commander, as of right now, we don't have enough intel to get a solid bearing on the local resistance forces in that area.
Fine.
Do we have enough intel for any of it?
Probably not.
What about Indonesia?
Because the thing is, I've only got 24, so it's not enough for anywhere.
Uh,
Alright, so we need to head up here, probably head to Resistance HQ. We can essentially gain intel spending time there. While I'm in the area, I might as well pick these up. So first, let's head to pick up a soldier. That way we can get another person accounted for.
Marcus is actually thinking about taking a trip to Houston in the summer. If you do, feel free to hit us up.
Mhm.
Just let us know. And it was actually, guys,
Contact has us locked in. We have to take evasive maneuvers.
Uh-oh!
crap!
Interception imminent.
Oh,
Warning,
no.
UFO inbound. Commander, we have detected an alien UFO in close proximity to the Avenger, and it is rapidly advancing towards our position. Distance, 1,967 miles. Speed, 640 miles per hour. Time to intercept, 3 hours, 12 minutes, 12 seconds. Begin evasive maneuvers. Okay. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Are we safe?
No further sign of the pursuing UFO.
Oh, alright then. Interception avoided. Thanks to clever flying, we've managed to avoid interception by the UFO. Return to previous location.
Okay. Can I do the thing now?
Hang on, just as soon as I know we're safe.
Yeah, the dark event is gone.
Oh! Oh, so they just called off the search then.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright then, continue.
No, actually, guys, I know what I'd missed most if my computer committed to Sudoku. My gun and tank picks, which has now expanded to soldiers and conventional artillery. Trin Stark says that isn't a facility, it's just like a general avatar project, so you can't do that one.
Gotcha.
You have to build a radio tower next to the region so the intel cost for contacting that region is reduced.
Ah, okay. I see. I was wondering what the purpose was for constructing radio towers.
Which means the Indonesia one's probably cheaper than the others.
Yeah, probably.
Snowman says, dun dun dun, juked.
Alright, let's see here. Alien encryption, codename Railfence. New facility available, Shadow Chamber. Before we can even begin to attempt deciphering the alien data stores, we must first come to understand the means by which they protect their most valuable data. It was immediately clear that the aliens do not rely solely on conventional algorithms, but instead use a complex matrix of interwoven biological signatures as part of the cipher itself. An additional layer of protection is afforded by an ongoing field of psionic interference tied directly into the Advent network itself. If we're to have any chance of defeating the multiple safeguards the aliens have in place, it's likely we'll have to design specialized equipment to isolate each layer of encryption before we attempt to press on with our investigation. That sounds complicated. Interesting to use genetic encryption, though. I've heard that, like, theorized about. This facility will allow Dr. Taigen and Chief Shen to conduct highly specialized projects to decrypt the aliens' most valuable secrets. Alright. So now I'm down to Illyrium and Berserker Autopsy. Well, let's knock that out, because that's only 4 days.
Fearsome creature, long referred to as a berserker, is clearly a genetic relation to the other mutant species we have encountered in the field. For reasons yet unknown, this particular variant is unique in that it is altogether consumed by what can only be described as blind rage, a thirst for combat, unlike any other creature we've encountered.
Ugh. So
Alright then.
gross. They're so icky.
I'm pleased with the research advances we've made so far, but there's still so much more to learn about the aliens' motivations.
New objective added.
Okay, so that's an objective now.
Having
Alright.
developed a greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods, we can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
Alright.
Just keep the word
So-
on it, Sergeant Commander.
Let's see, what are we looking at? That one is getting worked on in 9 days. That's getting cleared out in a couple of days. I may put it there,
Yeah, I think you need
because the Advanced Warfare Center is about to come
to.
online.
Yeah, Trin starts is that creepy sound. I know. I don't like the autopsies. They're gross sounding. Marcus says, well, I gotta make a Twitter account and get a phone to use if I want to contact you. My current phone is over 5 years old and has a magnificent 2-megapixel camera.
That sounds about like mine.
Which is why we use mine and
my
not
phone
his.
is-
And he's all like, no smartphone. And I'm like, and whose phone is it that we use all the time? My smartphone. But he's still resisting because he can say it's not his because it's mine. I shake my head at you. Yay!
Alright. So that clears that out.
Can we start
So
construction?
that's... I need more supplies and power.
That's what our power thing is for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Once
as
our
soon as
power-
that gets cleared out, we'll put another power coil in there.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, hang on. That's power relay there. Can I assign an engineer to this? Yeah. We'll put fire in there. Avenger power +5. Cool. Alright then. So now then, that means all I need is supplies. I actually only need about 25 of them. So, since we're in such close proximity to the market, let's hit them up.
Marcus asked if we got the earlier comment. If you're talking about your phone, yeah. We understand the pain of the new phone thing.
I carry an antiquated phone. Let's
He
see.
really,
I'll
really
sell you.
does.
Have a
makes
few
me
of
shake my
those.
head.
One of those. A couple of those. A couple of those. Alright. Confirm. Now, let's get that shadow chamber online.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff.
I know, Shen. I'm about to give them something to do.
People still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on
Shen,
construction.
shut your face. You want an assignment? Here you go.
Construction initiated.
Currently an unstaffed engineer who can assist.
Yes.
Yes. Get that online. Alright.
In 7 days, even.
Do we have anyone else?
Yeah. Stop, manly.
Alright.
So they're so
Squirmly.
needy. I know. You would think in a ship this size that we.
Appreciate downtime when you get it, man.
I mean, I would figure if they're so bored, I am sure there's something that needs fixing somewhere.
Never tell the CEO you don't have anything to do, because he'll make something.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's save since we got that rolling. And continue on with getting this guy.
Avenger plotting new course.
Okay.
Trans says, that's a really late advanced warfare center. Yeah.
Yeah, we did some
You now, Commander.
poorly ordered
Yeah.
research because I didn't know exactly what I should prioritize early game. So I'm catching up to certain things. Kind of late.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Alright, so
Staff available.
that gets us some income, so we have some supplies.
We need to get to the resistance.
Oh, alloy plating!
Major breakthrough. We do not want major breakthrough.
I don't want either of these. And honestly, I fear this even more.
I'm scared of the...
It's just what we're gonna have to deal with. There's more supplies, alright. So I could actually finally get a pretty hefty stack of supplies pretty soon.
And then we can get people at the
Yeah.
HQ.
Let's finish this. We'll go to HQ, recruit somebody,
I do not think I could have predicted this
and gather intel, because we have to do that.
Oh, that's scary.
As if the typical muton wasn't aggressive enough. This hulking beast seems dangerous even in death. I will be more than happy to dispose of it once I file my report.
Codename Ragnarok. New item available, Overdrive Serum. This species was quickly tagged by our forces in the field as a berserker, based on its often irrationally aggressive behavior on the battlefield. Upon initial examination, it's difficult to ignore the extreme muscle growth present throughout the specimen, leaving little need for extensive armor or even conventional weaponry for that matter. I suspect the added bulk of the subject to be the direct result of an intentional protein deficiency, engineered by the aliens explicitly to create the hulking mass we see today. As for its behavior, I can only infer that it was intended as well, as the aliens are well within their capability to manipulate the endocrine glands, there we are, or equivalent, for the purposes of hormonal behavior control. In any case, this is an extremely dangerous and unstable species, best avoided by our troops at anything other than long range. Yeah, about that.
Creepy.
You know how I was first introduced to him? Couldn't call that long range.
Yeah. Marcus,
Close up enough to know he needs a tic-tac.
Marcus says, yeah, I don't really have any other excuse not to buy a new one, other than the fact I'm cheap as hell. And I didn't even get a new laptop until the old one died completely. I just kept fixing it. And Noah says, to be fair, money. And Shield says, I only bought a new phone because my last one would no longer hold a charge. Snowman says, didn't you just have those same dark events? Talk about
Pretty
RNG
close.
just hating you.
Yeah,
Noah says, Bob says, hi, but he's doing other stuff.
I got you. So let's see here. Overdrive Serum, derived from the adrenal glands of a berserker alien, boosts the soldier's nervous system, resulting in greater mobility and significant damage resistance for multiple turns. Overdrive Serum can only be used in combat once. It will be removed from the soldier's inventory permanently once activated. That ain't even worth creating.
No.
I can understand if I could only use that item once per combat. Once ever, though?
No. Unless
Screw
it's
that.
ridiculously cheap. Wait, you want to do Alarium?
Oh, right. Let's see.
Valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Commander?
No.
Excuse me?
No. That is
A
not
corpse
worth
and
it.
35 supplies for a single-use consumable?
No.
Oh, there's an item I'm never gonna use. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's finish this. Hi, Central. Let's see. Rumor had it a special operations force, I cannot read this evening, suppressed a squad of aliens in this area during the waning days of the invasion. After sending in a scouting party to investigate, we discovered a grizzled soldier living off the land, the last surviving member of their team. They were more than willing to rejoin the fight.
Oh my god, it's John McClane! Oh, that's hilarious.
Ah, that's good. Alright, so...
Shield says BRB. Snowman says you'll still want some flash things eventually, whenever you get more supplies. Trent says I never create that item. I actually don't even know what exactly it does. And I had several saves.
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
great. I can't see the use in it. If it's single use,
No, if it's
there are
single
other things
use-
I'd rather spend my limited resources
Yeah.
on.
And Link says, of course it's McLean. I know, like, it would be. It would be. Alright, so we have him, right?
Yeah, that's a grenadier. Did anybody ask
I'm
for that?
looking right now. Let's
In the
see.
meantime, that's...
Welcome, Commander.
Lynx, do you mind having a grenadier? Because we don't have anyone listed as a grenadier, and you lost yours last time.
Alright, another
Lynx
EXO is in the mix.
Of course it's McLean. Nothing can kill that man.
Alright, Advanced Warfare Center is online. Soldiers now have a chance to learn a bonus ability upon promotion. New staff slot available, increases soldier healing rate. Staff slot available retrains soldier abilities. And Workshop Gremlin now available. Alright, let's view facility. So this is the medical wing that we just haven't had until now. That's why we couldn't find it. Because we didn't have it. People were just like healing up in their quarters like, this rack isn't comfy.
Are you serious? We didn't have him.
Nope, we have one now though. Alright, let's see.
But he's
Increase.
fine, better still be alive. Yep. Link
Oh.
says no problem at all.
So,
Yes.
the doc is a gremlin.
I'll take it.
Gremlin doc.
He's an auto doc.
Yeah. There you go. Gremlin's advanced medical equipment is increasing soldiers' recovery from injuries. All right.
Says, I thought y'all were cheering for John McCain and was confused but excited.
The Die Hard character.
Yeah. Simmons says, explain the thing. Okay, so the new person, Link's Raven's new one is Foxtrot 5.
Alrighty. Load from pool.
Visions of Vault 101 return. So I hope that this meets with your
Since he's a heavy, we're gonna get him exoed up. And I think we'll go with M249. Roquete launcher.
No, it says, okay guys, challenge round. Name the weirdest tank in FV you can. This is gonna be, he's what, a grenadier. So let us know if you are happy with him or not.
He's
I would still like my replica
satisfactory.
voice. He has his replica voice.
He has it.
I made sure that that was a thing. Don't worry.
I think we'll go with that.
Marcus says, so if when I come to Houston, I can just contact you guys if I have the chance?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll even pick you up from the airport if you want.
Yep. Can do.
Much cheaper than calling a taxi.
Oh, dude, I could actually put him in the same stuff he was in.
And Lynx wants some robotic tattoos.
Robotic tattoos, alright. Since he was Irish, I gave him some Celtic stuff.
We're probably gonna have. No, he's a lieutenant. We should be able to change it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Arms. I can actually. Yeah, we'll go with that. That way he can show off some tattoos. Leg wise, I think we'll actually keep those. So let's see. I know I've got some. Yeah, here we go. Electronics. Yeah, we'll go with the digital skull and right arm tattoo.
Lynx says, I am reborn as a heavy replica soldier.
Ooh, there we go.
Marcus
Circuitry.
says, I hope that when we meet, I'll be holding a permanent resident status. It would be cool. Trin says, it isn't like the tattoo will be very visible. No, but we at least get some of it.
Sure it is. That one's not much. That one is, though. This guy looks freaking cool. I might have to export him for use in my personal campaigns. Because he looks awesome. Alright. Promote. Preference for abilities. Let's see. Definitely gonna go with Shredder, because that is just absolutely needed. Demolition or Suppression? I'm gonna say Suppression. Heavy Ordnance or Hollow Targeting? I'll leave that one up to you. So, Links, just let me know what you'd like to see. Because Heavy Ordnance can come in handy, because, I mean, all the explosives. Hollow Targeting, that kind of competes with XCOM at its own game with the hit chance, so...
Link says, kind of looks like I have a Pip-Boy on my left arm.
A little bit. It's actually a rocket launcher. So any word on preferred ability? I really like how well the stuff from that particular mod actually gels with the art style of this game. It just looks like it fits.
I'm sorry. Heavy Ordnance.
Heavy. Okay.
Oh, the boom.
I approve of this mentality.
Trin wants to know what mods you have installed.
I have a lot. A lot of the high-quality weapon mods I haven't done anything that changes any of the actual, like, mechanical functions of the game. Pretty much everything I have is cosmetic, so it's things like adding in weapons that are statistically identical to the default weapons, so there's more just appearances to choose from. A lot of armor mods, a lot of voice packs, some texture mods. That's about it. So, I'm considering getting one that will affect mechanics that will simply add more mod slots to early game weapons. Simply because it's like, once you actually get to the point where you can put multiple mods on a weapon, you're past, like, conventional firearms. And some people really want, like myself, to mod the hell out of even the conventional firearms, not just the late game stuff, like the mag rifles and plasma stuff. So I'm considering getting that just for the sake of additional customization. Like, yeah, it'll give soldiers a slight increase in strength, because they'll have more weapon attachments, like, increases. They don't make that much of a difference, though, so...
Now, Link says it may be a good idea for anything that improves accuracy.
Yeah.
Snowman says improve your hit chance. RNGs will still hate you anyways and make you miss 99% shots.
That's increased crit chance. I don't think I have anything right now that just straight up increases accuracy, so I might go with a stock. Because I really like the missed shots still do damage. And especially since I've taken to giving heavies stuff like incendiary and venom rounds, that still counts. So they can still put damage over time on enemies just for free, essentially. So, yeah, I think we'll do that, and then once we get like a mag rifle with multiple slots on it, then we'll increase hit chance along with that. So, cool. Alright.
Marcus... Snowman says only scopes do. Marcus says... That was Snowman. Excuse me. Marcus says, by the way, since I'm writing my book in English and it ain't my first language, would you know if there are any proofreading services available?
Not off the top of my head.
Even
I'm sure there
though
are.
I'm pretty fluent, I would still like to be sure. I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know for certain. I'm sure there's something available.
Though I'm also certain that the two of us would love to read your book and get, like, a preview by way of proofreading. Just putting that out there. He won't say it, but he's thinking it.
Yeah.
Link says, I would like my acid rounds, please.
Yes, indeed.
Snowman
Alright,
says
so...
there is a helpful continent bonus that lets you swap around the weapon mods. I forget which one, though. Trin says, oh, it's okay. Everything looks cool in what voice packs. I'm curious. I was thinking to add Commander Shepard. I don't know if you know Mass Effect. Oh,
yes.
We know Mass Effect.
I'm actually planning on creating some character pool mod packs to release, like, on the Nexus, and if I can manage it on the workshop as well. One that I want to create is all of the characters from the Mass Effect series, especially now that there are certain mods that are adding in, like Thane's face, Javik's face, Garrus's. I've already made all of the humans. I haven't made any of the alien characters. I should also make Liara and Tali. So, yeah, I've got pretty much all of their voice packs. I have, like, Fear Replica, Tiny Tina, some of the Gears of War characters. I've got the Saints Row main character voice packs for male and female. I have a lot of voice packs. Okay, let's see.
And Trent says, oh yes? Question mark, 4 exclamation points.
I love me some Mass Effect.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capabilities of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
I'm excited.
New objective added.
Ooh. Examine the recovered black site vial.
We are fully
Okay.
prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered from the Advent Black Site.
Trent says, I love Mass Effect. Kanan, please, in his voiceover, and I die happy. Link says, I romance Tully every time. She's just too cute.
I don't know if they've made a Caden voice pack. I've
If
made
not-
Caden.
Dawn says, got to leave for now.
Alright.
Bye.
Have a good one, man.
I don't know. We'll have to check.
I know there's a certain modder that's essentially just incrementally making all of the Mass Effect characters, so I'm sure it'll come at some point. Yeah, at some point I've thought about doing those as like a stream series on the channel. That's probably a ways out though, because there's a lot of other stuff I want to stream, you know, sooner. So let's see. Takes 4 days. Recovered from the Advent Black Site, this unknown substance appears to be the product of an equally gruesome and intensive refining process. As to its composition or purpose, that is yet to have been determined.
Magician 12344 says hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
All research projects will be suspended. No, cancelled. I want to finish my last research. Am I closing in on the end of the game? Because I haven't even skulljacked anybody yet. I mean, we have. We just all died. I still need to actually do it for the campaign's save continuity.
Prince Star says, did you save Ashley or Katie? Well, that was a very hard thing, but because we sent Ashley as the soldier to go and back up the people who were going to die, and Caden was just by himself with the bomb, I felt like I had to save the most lives possible, even though my shepherd had romanced Caden, and I was just like, no! No!
Yeah, I've completed it multiple times, choosing different characters each time.
I saved Ashley, just because I thought that made more sense.
Yeah. And I can see it logically making sense either way, depending on the choices leading up to it.
If you set Caden as like a support sort of thing to help the Solarian, and had Ashley there to defend the bomb as a soldier, then I would have saved Caden.
Yeah. So it just kind of depends on the choices you make.
Yeah. When you first play it, you don't know what's happening. So.
That's what I should do.
Yeah.
I should create an antenna here.
Link says, may Caden rest in peace. Yes. Marcus says, well, I could send the chapters in email. I only have about 100 pages written. Prologue, starting with a quote from Albert Einstein, 5 full chapters, and the 6th one going on.
Gotcha. Alright, let me get these
I gotta
supplies.
step up my writing pace.
Because I can use these supplies to then construct the antenna, and hopefully that will take down the cost, and it'll reduce the time I need to spend at HQ to actually establish contact. So.
Snowman says, don't forget your supply drop.
Yeah. Alright, carry on. Let's just finish this up. There we go. Okay. Now, install radio relay. Increase regular collection to plus 99 supplies. Intel cost of making contact with nearby regions also reduced. Install.
East Asia.
Princess, exactly. Oh, poor Caden. I didn't like the alien phobia of Ashley, so I went for Caden. No
Yeah.
regrets.
Alright, guerrilla ops.
Shadow Chamber running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
Tactical projections. Oh. Enemy unknown. I see what you did there.
Okay, so that's for Easter.
So that counters the hidden event. Okay. This one counters
It
the Avatar
tells us
project.
So an Advent shield bearer, an
Yes,
unknown.
I know, I can see it.
Oh,
That's recovering an item from a train, and it's only a moderate.
what does that do?
This one
This
is
is the alloy
difficult, and it counters the alloy padding. And considering that I'm pretty sure that will apply even to advanced troopers, and they're already stacking on the armor, that's sounding pretty critical.
Snowman said, I think everyone is officially recovered. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can hit this hard if we need. That's hack the workstation.
Shield says, fact, miss anything? Needed to reset son's tablet. Seriously, Dad used enough pans for supper because when my mom and I make this meal, we only use 3 pans. My dad used 6 pans because he could find the lids and use 2 as lids. Also dropped my last can of Surge and half of it's on the kitchen floor.
I'm sorry.
Marcus says, so if you're interested in proofreading, just let me know.
You ready?
He is a good editor. I should know.
I take a fine-tooth comb when I edit, just so you know. Even if I like it,
Yeah.
you'll get it with a lot of red on the page.
Yeah, Magician says Western Europe.
Are you sure? Because
Do you want me to look up whether the alloy padding...
I know what it does. I know exactly what it does. That's the thing. Thing is, we're really close to the end of the meter, because I had heard early on, and I'm a little irritated that I heard very incorrect, that when you complete one of the dark side missions, it would completely reset the avatar meter. It only set it back a couple of pegs. So I had created this entire plan on the foundation of the assumption that hitting that facility would set it to 0 again. So... And the thing is, recovering an item from the train, that I don't... Well, maybe that'll have a timer. Because sometimes those things are set to, like, self-destruct. Damn. Either way, we need to get the Skulljack completed.
The alloy padding, all Advent soldiers as well as mechs.
Yeah,
Gain
so...
extra armor.
Because I don't think it applies to, like, aliens and stuff. It applies to all their troops, though.
Including elite soldiers.
Exactly. So that makes them incredibly hard to kill.
Snowman says, no, so new enemy type. Any bets on what it is? My money is on sectopods.
I hope not.
Because that's what the enemy unknown means. Because
Yeah, I
it means
know.
that we don't know what they are yet.
It's something we haven't fought.
Link says that there's a Deadpool voice pack.
I know, I have it. I already created a Wade Wilson character.
Marcus says, well, I can take criticism. I was in the army after all. Magician says, new Arctic then. Let's go, soldiers!
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Marcus says, so you want me to send you the chapters?
Sure.
Setting course for the Arctic territory.
Message me via either like Steam or Twitch or something, and I'll send you my email so you can send it that way.
Commander Tigan and Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the
I know, Central. That's the plan.
one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
Okay. So you know what? We're gonna rotate everyone out. And we're just gonna recruit everyone we have
So
the
it
highest
says,
rank
wait,
possible.
Ken, what month are you in?
I don't know.
That means he knows what they are. Oh dear.
Okay. Ghost, you're coming along. You know
Shield
what?
says, now I have been informed that my youngest son wants plates that are divided or a tray style with different spaces. You have to love him. Marcus says, don't have Steam, so Twitch it is. I'm here!
Make items available.
The
Alright, T.
joy is real.
There we go. We're also going to give you nanoscale because I want our healer to stay on her feet. Vi is getting the skulljack. She is also getting incendiary nades. Mox, you, I think. Yeah, give you venom. Give ghosts tracers. We'll also give go. We'll give Corwin acid. She's carrying all special grenades.
And Shioko's with the ray I'm going, Moxley's gonna die for sure.
Do we have any
So
more?
it
Alright,
says
so that's all the
so many
specials.
shaky characters. At least we'll be building some good potential psyops.
Yep.
Assuming they come away from this mission with a kill.
Actually, real fast, let me make sure.
Bunny goes, I hope Vi dies this mission. I mean, what? No!
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the highest ranking ranger!
First reload. Alright. Well. I am concerned. However, let's commence the mission.
When you get back from the mission, can you customize a soldier? We don't do that mid stream, but if you want a soldier, just message us with your details, or at least some general.
And I'll create him for the next stream. I've just taken to not creating fresh characters for chat people mid-stream because it just slows everything down.
Yeah.
If you want one to get created for you,
Just let us
send me a message and I shall surely do so.
know.
Operation Steely Ring comments.
Shield says my youngest son doesn't want his food touching each other.
Has been looking for new methods of intercepting the aliens' data on their latest operation.
Is that so?
It looks like he's found the location of an exposed terminal we can gain access to. Unfortunately, Advent is already in position attempting to freeze the connection. Move in and neutralize all hostile contacts. Secure the area and recover that data. We have to stop their progress before it's too late.
Check. Alright, so hopefully I can hit them hard. Secure the station. Then keep a captain alive, or just let them call in reinforcements. Whittle them down to a single unit.
But Snowman says finger crossed there aren't any sectoids. Instant mind slayers with that zero will from being shaken.
S-15, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Marcus says I just sent you a message via Twitch, labeled it as test message, just to make sure I got the address correct.
Okay.
Whatever you'd like. Makes no difference to me.
Let's move.
So 8 turns till shutdown.
We've got nothing better to do. Let's go.
Hi,
Frank
civilians!
says you should make the squad size 2 ASAP.
Yeah.
Look out. Let's do this.
I love that I can just hunker literally like 10 feet away from these people.
Clean up the design, but these monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
The hell is that? Nah, 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 nah,
Wait,
nah,
what
nah.
did she say?
Are those the updated versions of those ugly floaty things? Floaters, I think they were actually called.
No. No freaking thank you.
I've heard of Archons. Is that what that is?
Look at its health.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Drag Kid says no minimum donation. Can I donate half a penny? I think it has to be a legitimate,
And I think
I think there might be, yeah.
I think the service we're using is actually like the minimum is I think $1.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it though.
Yeah, Sheila says, anyone know where I can purchase old school lunch trays with slots? I'm sorry, but no.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'd say Amazon or eBay.
I think that those are the Archons. And Sheila's like, what the hell is that? And Lee says, what is that? Magician says, just to know what I would like on a soldier, what customization.
Got my eyes on it.
Hang on. Let's get a clearer look at this. Is he turned? He's ripped
Oh, that's
and
weird.
fancy.
I don't like it.
Okay. I don't like the fact that he has an aerial advantage already. Okay.
Marcus says, so if you want me to send you the chapters, just send me your email and I'll get back to you.
Alrighty.
Drakehead says, I want some Advent burgers.
You know what? We'll set everyone.
Trin says, they have dodge, so be careful. They do attack, but they fly and fire missiles that land next turn.
Gotcha.
So be sure you move your soldiers far from the missile icon.
Anything else?
Gotcha. Okay, good to know.
Link says, I don't think we signed up to fight Protoss.
No, we didn't. We did not.
Just to know what I would like on the soldier, what customization is so you have if you know most of them. I think that's asking what customizations we have all available, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Alright, let's catch their attention. Set them on fire first.
Drake,
There we go.
Drake says, and some men shakes. Men, get it? Men.
Okay.
Yes, the only things I have found where I live are the dishes for toddlers. So I guess I'll ask the school if they have any ideas where to get some. And Link's asked if that car is strapped with explosives. Wait, what? Is there an explosive
Yeah, I
strapped
want to
car?
go there. I think that's like survival supplies strapped to somebody's hood. Ha! Ha! He sounds creepy. I ain't a fan. Ha! I am loving the acid rounds. They are so useful. Ow! You just had to shoot at our medic. Then again, I did put her on point. Like a derp. No, what are you doing? What are you... No, okay.
She's scared.
Return fire! Oh, okay, alright. I like the attitude, though. Keep that up.
Shield says, I forget that Moxley had some changes. Trin says they're my favorite aliens. I mean, they're pretty well designed. They're
Yeah.
beautiful in an alien way. That's true.
I would certainly agree with that. Alright, Ghost. Put some heart on him. There we go. Alright. It's still killable. Can I like, just melee the ever-loving hell out of you? Can I? Can't? No, I can't reach that far. Okay, fine. Well then...
Yes, sir.
Hang on. 'Cause she's still concealed. I don't want to compromise that unless I absolutely have to. Alright, take the shot. Come on, RNG! Oh, okay, alright, okay, that's cool. Is there anyone else left? Yes. Good.
Snowman says that pipe wasn't hurting anyone.
Come on! Yeah, what she said. Damn. Alright, fine. Compromise cover. There we go. At least it was worth it.
That was just a warm-up.
Because now we only have 5 turns to get to the friggin' terminal.
says that feel when you want to order a $20 Polish record, but your visa is empty and not internationally accepted, and vinyl is too fragile to ship such massive distances. Yeah.
That Filarino.
Shield says, I think I found something worse than Twilight. Also, finally finished reading my Dark Ghost novel.
There's always something worse. You know that adage? There's always a larger fish.
There's an advent captain nearby. We should attempt to disable.
Yeah,
Actually, no.
I'm aware of that, Tigan.
Confirmation of the assault access point.
Okay.
Shield says, Moxley, back to the range. You quit being a smartass. Marcus says, well, I should hit the bed soon. I take it I'll hear from you soon. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'll check your message and email you after the stream.
Trin says, poor Archon. I hope there are more. Evil laugh.
I'm gonna put you on Overwatch. Take cover at the trash can, because I'm sure that's magnetic projectile resistant. Great! An entire squad of mutons.
Because we needed that.
That's just fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah, hi.
Noah says, like, that's a great price for a record. And some are telling it the best black metal record has been seen. But god dang, if I wouldn't have to order 3 of them to ensure at least one arrives safe.
Yeah.
Also, the band's banned in Russia, so they never put one live because that's where all their initial bookings were.
That's funny. Ow.
Snowman says, I think you could have hacked it from there to kill the timer.
Oh, can I?
And Snowman says, they look friendly.
Yeah.
Shield says, just what we needed.
They just wanna hug. Great. Now they're shielded. Oh, and that evaporated. Right, because I destroyed the pipe.
The Advent network is almost entirely locked
I know, Central.
Get to that
I'm kinda in the field. Alright, hang
The
on.
hack wasn't for the objective, it was for the admin turret. Yeah.
Oh. Can I? Yeah, that's for those things. Damn. Damn, damn. I can't even rush through the inside because there are freaking mutons in there.
Noah says, I just found a prog metal song called Cheeky Breaky. Holy crap. Marcus says, and if you can't see my message or you
Finish him off.
can, I'll just contact me via Facebook.
Okay.
Just look for the guy whose name you would butcher if you tried to pronounce it.
Will do, man. Damn. Do I have a shot on the shield? Damn, not much of one. You know what?
All right.
It's a risky idea. It's gonna serve me most, though. Because this should also knock a hole open wide enough for visual confirmation to send a gremlin in. There we go.
Noah says, this is the first review. Get out of here, stalker. Favorite track, Cheeky Breaky. And Shield says, also need some music ideas to get over a case of writer's block for my Harry Potter series. That depends entirely on what style of music you
I've listened
like.
to a lot of Cell Dweller lately.
And it's always worth checking if possible, though, because you'll never know, you might find a hack boost from this will refund all action points.
Alright. I'm still risking leaving the captain alive. Damn. So much for that first clean mission, because this one's about to get messy. Oh crap, and he's on fire. He's probably gonna die before I can actually hack him. I was so concentrated on killing the shield, I forgot that it was a captain standing right next to him.
Friend says, I want your PC. I mean, we have everything in max. It looks so smooth. Oh, by the way, did you find serious bugs in the game? Like break saves bugs? I already found some.
No. I've only ever had it crash one time. And, oh,
No!
I knew this was about to start going south.
It's okay. If you can make it, I will accept my death. If not,
I've had several, like, performance issues where sometimes the frame rate will just, like, grind to a halt and stutter for a few seconds. I haven't had any really major, severe glitches, though. I like your focus. Still firing on the shield, just like I would have told you to. Good. Carry on and all that. I see the training has taken. Because even when you panic, you just resort to training. Focus on target! I approve. Keep it up. This is about to go so south. I can feel it. I have lost control of the mission. Crap. Yeah, they're locking me in. I've only got 3 turns. I know that. Jesus. 19. Let's just launch a grenade. Oh, damn. There we go. That'll get him.
Shield says, I was hoping that it's just a bad dream. Yeah.
There we go. Alright. So that's gonna melt that Mouton a little. We got rid of the shield. Good. Reload.
Good to go.
Okay.
Sir, you are a lucky couple. You got 2 times in Advanced Iron Man save bugs that the camera is stuck under the Avenger and I can do nothing.
Ooh.
Even escape doesn't work.
Jeez. So you just gotta like Alt F4 for that.
So it's too bad you can't skulljack anymore. Should have already hit the fan the way it is. Well, the person with the skulljack is dead.
Yes, she's the one that's freaking dead, so can't do. And he's not even on fire anymore, so I could have. I'm about to just scrub this mission. Yeah. Yeah, that's mission scrub. Okay. Loading
One
from
more time.
loading from latest main save. Yeah, load anyway. I know. Because a couple of mods got taken down and this file is still considered dependent on them. I need to get that, like, save file scrubber mod. Okay, so Shadow Chamber in a couple of days, I know. Alright. Wait here. Cool. Yes, I know. Thank you.
We are
Okie
fully
dokie.
prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered from the Advent Black Site.
Okay. So keep calm and carry on. I need to get more.
Yeah.
Oh crap, I haven't actually gone down and done this yet. I need to do that. Collect those supplies. There we go. Carry on. Good. And now construct. Over there.
Sector 14, East Asia.
Cool. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm gonna save just so I don't have to do that again.
Princess, that was an ice cube on the head. Sorry for you, but keep it up. Everything is learning.
Oh yeah.
And Shield goes, it was just a bad dream, bye.
Pardon me. Yeah, I come from a long tradition of practicing martial arts since I was like 10 years old, so I try to look at, in all aspects of life, every failure as a chance to learn, so that I don't make the same mistakes again.
Noah says, with Lucia by Batushka, as a must listen, I'd recommend tracks 2, 3, and 7. Nothing to Lose by Battalions is also a darn solid sludge metal album. Sorny Nai by Kawan is amazing if you like atmospheric music. It's one of the most compelling albums I've heard. Sorrow and Extinction by Palbearer is fantastic, clean, spooky music. And Shotgun by Trivium is just an absolute classic. Kim, why? Any thoughts on any of these? I haven't heard of any of them. I'm sorry. Snowman says, we'll hear him in one day. Hi! Prince says, maybe that was because that poor Archon died. You should dominate with a psyop. Joke. You can't do it! Like, says, not the nightmares again!
Alright, so I think our team composition is solid. Let's get you. Oh, we know. I need to make utility items available. Accept, there we go. Get the acids. Gonna get you. Venom. Ghost. Tracers. T. Meds. And a vest. So you'll actually stay on your feet this time. Skulljack. Incendiary. Have any extra special grenades? I do not. Okie dokie. Does anyone need exos? No, they do not. Everyone's good on weaponry. I still don't have railguns, so snipers are still using conventional. Thankfully, this one's only a moderate, and it's a protect the device, which I've generally had more favorable luck with in the past. Alright, launch.
Marcus asked if you've come across my character yet. Not yet. We are hoping to get more people soon, once we have enough money to hire them.
It's just since... You sound frustrated.
Intel suggests the data the Resistance found is critical to the aliens' latest operation. Unfortunately, Advent is already moving to take out the device. We can't let that happen. Eliminate all hostile contacts and secure the area. Protect that device at all costs.
In Gutter Flats. Alright. Yeah, since we have so many more people in the community that are watching this stream series as compared to the last XCOM game we streamed, because we've grown so much since then, which is awesome. It just means that there are so many more people asking for characters to get created for them that it's taking a while to account for everyone in the active campaign roster.
We have some stuff to catch up on. Noah says, can thoughts on Summoner, and then Trent starts the skull that you can change it. It's only useful with the skull mining bonus in a specialist, because it boosts the hack stat.
Yeah.
And a ranger already has the blade. Really, our thoughts were just, can we get them close enough?
Yeah, eventually I am going to put it on a specialist. I still have the actual objective to just use one on an officer. For later use, I'm going to switch it over to a specialist. Just for knocking that objective out, though, and putting it on a ranger.
Evil Bunny says, next Thursday, get my new laptop. Nice.
Oh, wait a minute.
Snowman says, oh, Ken, you should have looked to see if you could afford the next squad size purchase.
I don't think I can yet.
Sure.
Marcus wants to see his cigar-smoking coffee addict in action. Corinne suggests that another grenade might be more useful since we don't have the skull mining yet.
At the moment, I'm just waiting for a mission with ideal conditions to fight the cipher thing. Oh, geez. I have to cover a lot of ground. Okay, well, so much for moving carefully.
After you.
Please don't tell me they're already putting fire on it. Ah, crap. And they're doing heavy damage to it, too. Damn.
Double time, people!
Yeah, what she said.
It's the only way I know.
I'd say at least there's no timer this time, but I forgot they'll shoot at the thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, there
Marcus
isn't
says,
a fixed counter. There still kind of is, though.
Marcus says, well, I gotta call it a night. There you go. Good
There.
night. We will get back to you.
Yep.
The email thing.
Have a good one, man. Well, at least there's no one getting in the way to slow me down.
Got it covered.
Because that's the thing I hate when the random, like, procedurally generated levels just screw you over, is when you have a critical objective and then it just randomly spawns a huge group of enemies, you know, like, in the way.
Let's move!
Because there are certain missions that are functionally
Stay tight. This could get
almost, like, nearing impossibility to actually complete with a timer.
The admin captain would serve our purposes nicely.
Uh-huh.
It can be disabled.
I am aware of that. Wish I had some other high ground to put him in. For now, that'll have to do. Okay. I like the squeaky noise for the XO.
She says, want coffee, but I'm out of creamer and milk, other than my son's special milk. I'm sorry.
Confirmed.
And I don't like plain coffee. I gotta have my creamer. Preferably if I can get a little vanilla in there. Oh, so good. I'll give him one more turn. Yep. Could you not? Could you please stop that? I would appreciate it if you would not. Alright. I'm just gonna put... No, you know what? We're just gonna save her action for just in case whatever comes up. We're gonna go on long watch. I think I'll use you to catch their attention with an explosive. So you are gonna go on watch. As are you.
Eyes on the prize.
Okay. Rocket launcher. Oh, there's some stuff in the way. There. Let's light things up, shall we? Catch. Alright, so the Lancer's gonna go down pretty much immediately. Captain might die here. That's okay. Yep. Because I suspect there's probably another one anyway. And for these, they usually call reinforcements, so
5-year-old can figure out how to use a gun.
I'm sure another one's on the way. Alright, you're just gonna consider damage. I love that audio.
She says, didn't miss this time.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
We're close. Come on.
Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
Check. Alright.
Hold position.
Ghost, we're gonna move you up.
It's the only way I know.
Show me another captain.
She says, guess I could just drink some hot cocoa with extra marshmallows.
Endlich.
Hard to go wrong with hot cocoa. Honestly, I make more of that in our Keurig there than I actually make coffee.
Mir entgeht nichts.
So y'all wonder what fuels me at like 3 a.m. Keurig, not sponsored. Keurig, if you want to cut me a check for plugging your product, I mean, I ain't gonna say no. Just saying. Because that's my rule when it comes to like sponsorships. Like, I'll accept doing sponsorships. I've never had one that wasn't sketchy that I would actually accept. I've had plenty of really sketchy sponsorship offers that I've turned down. If they let me just say whatever the hell I want, and it's a product I already like and would recommend anyway, I wouldn't mind doing promos.
Snowman says, I find it kind of off-putting that there hasn't been any other enemies revealed yet.
Same
I
here.
wonder where they're hiding.
I'm kind of nervous about it.
Princes are waiting for the worst moment, of course.
Of course they are. Oop, the music just chimed. There they are. So, shield, a trooper, and a muton. Damn, where's your captain? Where is Captain, your captain? Can I rocket and get... Yeah, there we go. Get each of them and shred cover. Rocketa! Ha-ha! That is satisfying.
Shield says, but I know that once I make it, that my youngest would want some, but then it's bedtime, so it's a no-go for it until he goes to bed. Shield says, that's one ugly alien.
You one ugly motherfucker. Let the bodies hit the body. Let the
Wow.
That is the response. Yeah, why not? Take a shot at him. Hey! Someone's hit the range. I did see that. See that ghost? She's showing you up, man. Really? Really? There's an entire squad arrayed against you, and you're just gonna shoot at the antenna. I mean, I ain't complaining, because you're not gonna destroy it in time. It will certainly destroy you. You know what? You know what? Let's just ruin your day, shall we? Shall we? Indeed we shall. Suddenly he's freaking out like, oh god, there's another one! Eh.
Keep it up, people.
Keep the pressure on. Ghost, close.
Trin Stark asks where we're from, streamers and viewers. Here is 3:47 a.m.
Ah, Spain. Cool.
We are in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm. I was raised in the Texas area. As was she. She's actually a Houston native. I come from around the Austin area, which is capital city of Texas. So that wasn't it. Okay. And I actually seriously appreciate that this community is very multinational. Because we've got regulars in Australia, Canada, several in Finland. Come on, show me a
Snowman says, maybe
count.
you'll get another flawless. Knocks on wood.
I hope so.
Snowman says, Wisconsin here.
Ah,
Shield says, 9:48 p.m. in Ohio. Noah says, the good old United States of America. AKA my name for the north of the USA. Trin says, so far I'm the one that won't sleep tonight. Yep, it's only 8:49 here.
I know the enemy out there wants me to come to them.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't happening. I'm just hunkering down.
Here I come. Got it covered.
Come at me. Is that all you got? We'll scout. We'll send the ranger out to do what she does.
Got it.
Scout forward. Any contact? Negative. Contact
this
at the
is-
corner.
I'm in Florida, 949
Negative.
here. No, it says seriously, as appealing as Texas State looks, and as much as I want to go, getting out of the Midwest is priority one.
I hear you there.
Trin says, I just noticed there isn't an Archon there. Not that we've seen so far, I don't think.
So far. See, I'm nervous that there's like a cache of strong enemies that's just waiting. Ooh. They're south of me. Alright, didn't expect that. Because all of our flanks are exposed to that direction. Okay. Then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna send you... Come. There. Come on. Show me a captain.
Right.
Trin says to feel guilty because we're making her making him not sleep tonight. Yeah. Though we're kind of semi-insomniacs, so...
Yeah, I keep a late schedule even for the time zone we live in, so...
Let's move already.
I'm a terrible influence. I'm so sorry. You coming? Crumble the structure around me all you want. Alright, you know what, Ghost? Let's see. Can I send you... Yeah. I'll send you up to the roof.
Of course.
I think he approves. Are they on the overpass? They're on the overpass, aren't they? Yep! Ah, crap!
There's your Archon.
Uh-huh.
Not good.
Shield says, I got about 2 hours of sleep yesterday, and today I got about 4 hours. Yeah.
That no-sleep feelerino. I know it very well. Alright, well. Thing is... I suspect they have some kind of explosive ability. And I don't like putting a lot of people on collapsible roofs and floors when that's the case. Because that collapsing damage is just immense. So you know what?
Trin says, it's a joke. Whatever, it's weekend. I can't think of any other better things to do, or Friday night. Been having fun watching you. Thanks.
Well, glad to have you.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Well, what are you doing?
Oh no. What was that?
Oh, okay, so he's got like a plasma staff.
I don't
Alright.
like that. I don't like that at all.
I like that he missed, so
I like
I'll
that he
take it.
missed. I just don't like him.
Light him up. Shot him through the floor. Wait. Sectoid was killed and fell through the floor of the world. Don't you smack talk me.
Snowman says their explosive ability takes a turn to set up.
I'm on it.
Was that what that was? Or
No,
was
that
an
was,
actual
like I
miss?
said, he was just using... yeah, Ghost, you know what? You are actually going to get to a floor that won't fall out from under you. So, pull to cover, disengage, force him to come to us, because there's a ceiling in the way right now. He can't get to us. And right now, he has a height of terrain advantage that I don't want him to keep. So we're going to force him to come to us and compromise his cover and advantage. Yeah.
Shield says couldn't get comfortable because my back and shoulder. I think my mom's power steering is going out, which bothers my bad shoulder. Gotcha.
Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
Yeah, when you're used to dealing with the assisted steering of automatics, then... Whoop. Oh, circling around army! Clever, clever.
It's so pretty. Why does it have to
It's-
be pretty?
It's so elegant. Grab! How are you all missing?
It's just so pretty, they can't kill it.
Well, at least it did a little. And now it's hollowed. Frenzy?
What is Battle Frenzy?
At
That's
least it's
bad.
poisoned. Oh crap. Oh, it's glowing red now. Ah!
Friend says, there it is, my Archon. Be gentle. He has a 70% hit with a ranged attack and a 75% melee, so bad accuracy.
Okay.
And I love the sounds the Archon does.
Okay, he's so close. I'm actually low accuracy with a rifle. If I Deadeye, yeah, that's even less. So, pistol it is then. 100%! Put a round in his jaw. There we go. Oh, no, that's chest shot. Straight in the lungs.
Assuming he has
Come on,
the...
come on. Come on. Uh-oh.
What do we do?
Cover.
Endlich.
Here we go.
I'm scared.
Now, light him up. There we go.
Good job, Bunny.
You are on the wall.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Yay!
Valerium Core, Superior Repeater, and an Alien Data Cache. Sweet, that's intel. That's exactly what I need.
So here
Whew.
it is.
Now what? No.
Flawless victory.
And
I think
that
having-
was indeed another flawless.
I think having a couple of flawlesses offsets that
Really bad.
horrible nightmare that we all had and shared. Right? That counts, right? See, when I get it right, I get it very right. Successful shot percentage, 100%. Ha! Screw you, RNG!
Well, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we got time for a little more.
Okay. Whew. Shield says, flawless again. Bye, it was just a nightmare. Trin says, haha, rip Archon. Yo.
You walked into a room full of nope. Or should I say flew into? I know somebody got promoted.
I expected something of a learning curve for our new recruits, but they've done a remarkable job.
In all
They
fairness,
weren't new.
there isn't a single recruit amongst them, so...
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about, Tigan?
Bunny said Shao Kahn is pleased.
Right. Absolutely field medic.
Snowman says there were a few hit misses, but thankfully reaction fire doesn't count towards us yet.
Kill zone. Take a reaction shot against any enemy that moves or attacks within a cone of fire. Okay. Face off. Fire once at every visible enemy with your pistol. Oh. I'm kind of thinking that. Because, I mean, I haven't spec'd Ghost much for Gunslinger. The thing is, Long Watch, that already kind of serves that purpose. I mean, yeah, I guess Killzone actually does serve as potentially a multiple shot per turn ability if multiple enemies cross through the kill zone. And that's going to be doing rifle damage. I don't know. Ghost, it's your character, if you're here. Thoughts?
Shield says BRB gonna get a Mountain Dew and chips, and Trent Stark says Killzone, and Snowman says Killzone is love.
Yeah? Okay. I wasn't sure how useful it would end up. So I expect him for sniper.
Trin Stark, you already went through the sniper tree.
Yeah. I'll definitely give Noah that, because he's full-on gunslinger. So, yeah,
Go ahead.
we'll go Killzone.
Ghost says, woohoo, I'm back and still alive. Awesome. Yeah. Too bad you got here just too late to make your choice. We made it for you.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've already spec'd for sniper, so Killzone it is. Alright, we got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. That looks fancy. 15% chance to instantly kill your target. Oh!
Nice.
I like that. I like that so much. Alright, data cache.
Face Off is awesome, but so is Killzone, says Ghost. Snowman says Face Off is better for gunslingers. I remember Killzone got a bit of a nerf, but only for setting up
Gotcha.
ambushes. And Trin says a wise choice. It's like, kill the Archon and I get to see if I die, I'm happy. Because I did die.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it, Bunny, it was your fault. You started that.
Cursed us!
That's okay. I died once. It's done. It's fine.
Let's see. Archon Corpse. Beneath its elegant exterior, the Archon is a surprisingly haphazard combination of flesh and metal.
It just looks elegant.
So yeah, it's an aesthetically cleaned up version of the Floater, which was a pretty haphazard, just mesh amalgam of flesh and metal. Archon Autopsy, an aesthetically impressive specimen. The hidden horrors of melding organic tissue with the inner workings of a machine are well disguised here. The unique melee weapon employed by the creature could be of particular interest to our rangers.
Yes.
Cool.
Limited resources available to you, Commander. You have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
And I got 112 intel. Perfect. Excellent
Thanks,
work,
guys.
Commander.
So
Your
thank
efforts
you.
to secure the intercepted refugee migration data, so that's what we were intercepting, will no doubt be a blow to the aliens' latest developments on their project.
Trin says now you can research the new blade. It's the best one. It looks awesome. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Alright, so she recovered. And so did Ghost. Excellent.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Let's see here.
Hey, Commander.
Do the research.
Our work is proceeding as expected.
Alright, we got 1 day until Alarium is finished, then we'll do Archon. We'll get the sword research. So, alright, that's coming.
Yay.
Let's see.
Members of the crew quietly glancing at the scar on my neck.
As have I.
If I wasn't forced to remove the chip myself, the incisions might have been cleaner.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright then, I'll shut up. Okay.
He dug it out himself.
Yay, local anesthetic. Whew. Alright, that's intense. Respect point for Tigan. Earned.
But he says, wait. The drop from Quake are still up and about. Quick, to the bunny mobile.
Ooh. Squad size 2.
Get it?
Hell yes. Gimme. Sharpshooter dead shot. Super villain. 10% chance to critically hit enemies. Explosives can inflict critical damage. Maybe. Integrated warfare. PC. Oh, I haven't even started using any of those. I don't think I have very many of them on this file. Vengeance, Lightning Strike, Vulture. I should hang on to my supplies though, because I'm kind of limited right now. Let's see. Advanced Warfare Center. Alright, we're healing up.
Frozen Wolf says, when you realize your memes aren't dank. And that guy says, gasp! Back to XCOM 2?
Yes,
indeed.
indeedy.
Link says, give me biggest boom!
Friday.
And Bunny says, Ken, I want to crit with boom booms. Make me crit with boom booms. So Lynx and Bunny both want boom boom crits.
Okay, so that's a couple of votes that way.
Trent says, finally squad size now. More fun and more misses.
Right.
Frozen asked if he is in yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
We are working on it.
And-
We are poor.
Wait, Stutter Mag.
What is that?
Lightweight version of the magnetic rifle fills a similar role to the SMG, trading power, ammo, and accuracy at range for increased soldier mobility and concealment.
It's an upgrade,
Okay.
but I like.
I like the idea of crits too.
Yeah.
Thing is, I want to get everyone caught up to magnetic weaponry. And I think...
Frozen says soon, TM.
Yeah.
Snowman says biggest boom isn't worth it until you get the better grenades.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Gauss Rifle and Mag Cannon are more important at the moment. I'm really thinking Gauss Rifle because my heavies can still inflict a lot of damage with special grenades. Snipers, this is their milieu. So for people like Ghost and Mox, we gotta get them this.
Yeah.
So...
Shields is also working on my XCOM outline where a version of Moxley is the commander's daughter and she was raised by Central.
Gotcha.
Snowman says, so once those plasmas come in for the boom.
Yeah. Alright, I need to get another
But
net.
I says, so Rainbow Six Siege is on a free weekend and I've got to be honest, not the biggest fan.
Yeah, I've heard about
I like
that.
the fact that it is one of the few games with an AK-12, but those fucking bombers!
Yeah, I know Siege, Battleborn, and Doom are all in a free weekend at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check those out over the weekend, which means I have a lot to do in the next, like, couple and a half days.
Okay,
So
Shield says just finished reading an XCOM and Fallout crossover fanfiction. Cool. Trin says I actually can find it the best to use. Still testing that mod.
where it's the Zedans that are coming, and
Bunny.
they're, like, actually little sectoids. I can actually see that
Bunny
working.
says, but I want boom boom crits. We're working on it.
I know, and we'll get
Snowman
there.
says
I
also
promise.
advanced grenade launchers would be a higher priority too.
Yeah.
Other than the boom boom crits. I want my new slashy slash blade. Give me my new blade. Want it. Want it.
Alright, well, things are coming along tensely, yet steadily. It's alien alloys and Alarium crystals. That's cool, not a huge priority. Let's continue
Link
getting the
said,
relay up.
That guy
I'm sure
says,
you'll find the results to be as intriguing as I do.
wait, what's the shadow chamber? Link says, where's the earth-shattering kaboom? And Frozen says, just saying we should totally play Cards Against Humanity with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And Bunny says, I still want my pet Viper toucan.
Yeah, the Shadow Chamber is for analyzing alien, like, encrypted data. So far, all I have for it is the vial we got from the Black Site. Let's see here. Alarium, codename Mjolnir. New facility upgrade available, Alarium Conduit. Research available, Plasma Rifle. Research available, Powered Armor. Yes. Having completed our analysis of the substance tentatively referred to as Ilarium-115, it's clear that this material is unlike any other naturally occurring element on Earth. Presumably, the aliens extracted their undoubtedly extensive stores of Ilarium from another planet, but that is beyond my capacity to surmise. What I do know with certainty is that this element is incredibly reactive when exposed to high-energy particle fields, providing a source of nearly limitless power that defies all known efficiency standards. Unfortunately, I see no means of replicating or synthesizing this substance with the resources available to us on Earth. The materials we recover from the aliens themselves will likely constitute the entirety of our available stockpile. The commander will have to be careful in choosing how to allocate these precious resources. Alright.
And Frozen says, do I need to build a Discord room and a pretend you're XYYZXX room?
No, actually, Noah's got each of those covered. He's got a channel on Discord for us, and he's the one that usually set up the Cards Against Humanity. He's also the one that made the custom decks, so a lot of that is in his court.
Trin says, in the Shadow Chamber you can research things for the main story missions. Shield says, I think I got my brother's salsa because it's too hot for me. I'm going to be paying for this with the heartburn.
I feel you there.
Snowman says, that delicious Alarium conduit solving all your power needs.
That's what I'm seeing. Greatly
Link
increases
says,
power
Alarium
relays output.
115, COD Black Ops anyone? And Trin says, power armor ASAP. Ordnance armor plus Archon blade and Vi will be awesome and pleased and never dead again. Give it to me or write the... Go!
I like the sound of this. Hang on,
Powered
hang on.
armor.
Can I check what all of these do first?
No! I'm kidding.
Let's see.
Yes, okay.
Plasma-based weapons wielded by the alien forces are considerably more powerful than anything used by Advent themselves. Although it will undoubtedly require extensive research, the impact of truly understanding this beam weapon technology could be immeasurable. Powered armor. Oh, it's that stuff. They're really like contoured looking stuff. Having found various means of integrating the alien materials within designs better suited to our own troops, I think it may be possible to assemble armor made entirely of the recovered alloys and powered by an Alarium cell. It should be incredibly strong and able to withstand even direct hits from most alien weaponry.
That is important. We
Archon
die way too
autopsy.
much.
I've already read that, and then data decryption. Alright, I should have enough intel, especially once I construct the tower, so that's not a priority at the moment. 13 days, 12 days, 6 days. Let's get the armor rolling, though.
And then my Archon. I want to be awesome and not dead.
Good researcher priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Okay, so...
Frozen says, what? An energy source that makes infinitely more energy than the energy put in? This defies all physics! Why plasma armor? Why not ion guns? And she also says, my courier for my story is the doctor's granddaughter and has no memories from the time that she picked up her package until she woke up in Goodsprings with Doc. Link says, I want T-60, Commander.
They look apprehensive about this. Because it's the first time startup.
Welcome to the fight.
Long live the resistance.
Chills.
I know.
I love the cutscenes in this game.
I
They're
love this
so well put together.
Yes.
Alright.
She also said, I love my TARDIS mod for Fallout New Vegas. Then Simmons says, Warden armor, so sleek, but the choice is so hard. Hit them harder or take harder hits. We'll see if you can take harder hits, then you can shoot them twice instead of once. But he says, we get powered armor? This better be good. Prison says,
Actually, if you want the, like, Fallout-style power armor helmet, at least, I have a mod that adds a few of those. So if anyone wants, like, NCR Ranger helmet, or I think the T-51 helmet, or an NCR Trooper helmet,
we can do
I
that.
have all of those. I can hook you up.
Prison says, I want to exist so I can take part in each final mission. I think we still have a while. Ooh.
Plasma grenade!
Nice. Trent says, +1 Vi. Haha, I will be your fan because you will be the one that will save the entire squad and heroes need fans. Yes! I approve of this.
Advanced explosives. We've honed our skills in developing and manufacturing explosive ordnance mirroring that used in the alien's own weaponry. Now we can use those skills to upgrade our entire arsenal of explosives using the latest technology. How so? Advanced explosives. Okay, so I need more supplies. What do you do? I can't tell.
Bacchus is an antenna. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yes.
Shield says it's the only way that I fast travel. And I'm almost finished with dead money. I only need to get out of the vault. President says, I just want to look like a college student so I can enjoy ramen. And Snowman says, they're here, Kappa.
What does experimental armor do?
I have no idea.
Like, will it give me alt versions of, like, exos or
I have
something?
no idea. Frozen says, I'm just chilling in resistance base, eating ramen and moaning about finals.
Yeah, how many Alarium cores do I have? Let
I
me
have no
check.
idea.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Inventory. Alarium core. Oh, I only have one. Can someone tell me what experimental armor does? Because it sounds cool.
It says experimental heavy armor.
Experimental heavy armor, we say.
But he says, Vi is not the only one that's saving the world. TARDIS Ghost and I have done most of the work along with Vi. True, but once I get my stabby stab on, oh, it's gonna be glorious. Can't wait. They give all types of the nanoscale vest. Says Frozen. Basically, it's an add-on.
Okay, that's not as enticing. Oh, okay, I know what it is. I've actually seen some of these in the multiplayer of this game, which, for one, it seems like no one is playing. Because I've tried to play competitive multiplayer in this game, and I've sat on the matchmaking screen for like 10 minutes, and haven't gotten a single... So I think everyone is just playing the campaign.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I know
Not
what those
that I
are,
blame 'em.
because I can create custom squad loadouts for multiplayer, and I've actually made a few teams that way, just to play around with it. So I know what those are now. Okay, so that's where those items come from.
Says, Look for a wreath gun and experimental heavy armor, and you will wreck sectopods late game. That guy says also, Ken and Vi, remember a few streams ago when I asked about the Pathfinder game, you extended the stream by about an hour to ramble about it? Yes, we remember. And Frozen says, XCOM is about the story, not fighting each other.
Actually, I like how much they've increased the attention given to the story of this game.
Frozen says you need blue screen rounds. By the way.
Yeah, that's why I went for more experimental ammo.
Snowman says I would save the core for advanced explosives.
Okay, major breakthrough.
That's not good.
Yeah. The level of efficiency at which our enemies are able to operate is truly terrifying. I know!
That facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Food.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
But we don't have enough contacts.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We'll need one more for Australia.
We have one more. It'll max us out, I think. We're fine, though. Don't worry about it.
Snowman says the grenades you have now are little baby grenades compared to what you can get. And that guy says I literally sat around for 2 hours making a character. Well, I went to the website, D6 whatever the rest is, and made a character. Nice.
I've spent more time creating characters than I have actually playing the game. Like, far more time. 'Cause that's half the fun for me. Okay, so yeah, let's make contact. How much intel do I need? 120. I can actually get that almost immediately if I shift research to the data cache.
To do some cleaning, but we've still got room to grow here.
Cool.
We should consider building some new facilities.
You should consider letting me make the choices because I'm the commander.
Progressing as expected, Commander.
Yeah, about that. We're changing it. Alright. 6 days. We need that data,
We've
though.
already dedicated considerable resources toward the current research project. However, we can move on to something else if you prefer.
I prefer.
I can see why you would consider redirecting our efforts, Commander. We'll get to
Yep,
work on
happy to hear it. Thanks, Soup. Shut up.
You're so mean.
Okay, so...
Shoko's pushy much?
What? No. The hell did I just click on? Well, we're heading here. Actually, that doesn't help me. Because pretty much everything they ask for here, I pay for in Intel, so... It doesn't help me. Can I sell a few things, though? I don't really have a whole lot to sell.
Jill says no need for the back top.
Alright. I might as well just gather intel. There we go. Communication from the Resistance. Alright, what do you need? Operation Nightface. Extract VIP. Cynthia Mordell, that's yours. She's a doctor.
Shield says
Photon
Commander
Shield
knows what he's doing.
Heavy Lancer. Advanced Officer. So there is a map. I don't know if I want to do that on this guy. There's a mech and a sectoid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take the Skulljack along. If it looks like I have a clear shot, I'll take it. I'm not going to compromise the mission for it, though.
Setting course for Sector 16, Indonesia.
And maybe if I complete this mission well, thankfully it already puts me close to Australia, I'll get some intel, and I can move things along a little faster. Think of it.
That guy says half elf, 11 strength, dexterity 15, constitution 8, intelligence 8, wisdom 11, charisma 15.
Ooh. The stats are a little,
On the low side.
less than great.
Yeah. You can always re-roll.
Yeah.
It's okay to do that. Chaotic neutral rogue.
There we go. Alright.
Frozen says, I'm on Commander, I imagine that when I cut someone off, I shove my hand in their face to shut them up. And someone says, at least it gives intel.
Just the shut the fuck up.
And Trin says, now you are 6, so it'll be easier.
Alright, weapon upgrade.
Sheila says, I think Moxley might need a new tattoo and some more scars.
There we go. Superior repeater. 15% chance to insta-kill.
And Noah says, it's me, that boy!
And stock. Missed shots still do damage. So now, I've got a chance to insta-kill no matter whether I connect or not. Because I'll always do a little damage. And from what people have told me, those two abilities interact. So, alright.
Ken, any clue who you'll be rolling for the Pathfinder Modern when it's around?
As far as like invitations to join the party, probably just whoever I can get my hands on at the time.
Frozen says, with snipers, I recommend extended max. I prefer that build with shotgunners.
Gotcha.
Echo says, gasps, I just realized something. Borderlands 2, Dragon Keep DLC, there are class mods added.
Cool. We'll go with expanded menu. This one. There we go. Okay. So... Oh, this is a very difficult... Okay, alright. I had considered rotating some rooks in. Nah.
That guy says, like, chaotic neutral rogue, chaotic evil monk. I just now realized what the names are from. I'm an idiot. And Frozen Wolf says, what? Noah says, that and who you'll be playing as a character.
I probably won't end up playing, at least for the first few sessions. I'll just GM.
I'll probably end up playing just so we have an experienced player in the mix.
Ooh, actually, hang on. I need to get the Mang in here, because he has Haywire Protocol, correct? Soldier abilities. Haywire. Check, okay. Because I know I saw a mech in the mission prep, which means I really, really want Haywire. So, alright, so we got our medic, we got combat hacker, heavy, ranger, and a couple of snipers. Okay. Anything else? Man. Can I afford to make some more meds? Damn.
Care with the Haywire, or you will boost him, says Trent.
Yeah, I know.
Snowman says, anyone with combat protocol? Prison Wolf says, with better... That guy says, oh, my character stats are one of those stats. Less combat focus is more accuracy and mobility based. You don't have to use their point buy stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, because you will get low character stats if you try to use their point buy.
The spokesman gave us the location of a VIP stranded somewhere near our AO. He'd like us to secure the area, rendezvous with the target, and provide an escort out of there. I don't think the resistance would ask if it wasn't important.
Fair enough.
Shield says, looks like my dining room table is going to become like writing space for the night. I don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight.
I know that feel. There's some nights that I've laid down and, like, I'll try to sleep, and I'll just stare at the ceiling for like an hour, and eventually I'll just get up. Sometimes I'll, like, you know, just get ideas, and I can't sleep because of that. Just go digging around, get my journal out from my pants pocket, scribble stuff down. Can I sleep now that it's out? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Frozen says, Firebrand and Big Sky fanfic. Make it happen.
VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
I ship it. Ship it so hard.
Yeah,
Oh, we already have her.
Concealed for the extraction.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so we
Melissa's
already have
gotcha.
the target.
And I'm going to hold
Extraction's
off on
right there.
asking for ETAs on Pathfinder stuff until after you folks return from your upcoming trip. Unless
Yeah.
by the time you've already gotten out. We're leaving on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll leave on Wednesday, because we're going to drive out there with my folks.
That guy asked, well, what's the average damage that enemies deal, at least early on? That depends entirely on the type of enemy.
Yeah, you're usually not going to look at anything doing more than 2d6 damage, because that's the damage of a greatsword. Most, like, enemies with claws and stuff don't do more than that. Most things...
We are talking about Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Right? No,
Well, I'm talking
asking
level
them,
1. Oh, yeah.
Because other people are answering, and I'm like, I don't know. So if we're talking about Pathfinder, listen to what we're saying. If not, just ignore us because we don't know what's going on. Shield says, also got another 4 tattoos added to my character's tattoos for her back, giving her 7 out of 13.
Aw, come on, man!
Lynx is back.
Oh, I know why they didn't first set off. It's because she's a ranger with the phantom ability. Okay. Alright, that's fair. Hi. I don't like you. I don't like that you're up there. You know what?
That guy says because I have 6 starting health, and then I'm planning on staying far away from the front lines.
For first level, that's acceptable.
At first level, that's acceptable, though you might want to rethink your strategy unless you're using a crossbow or some kind of ranged weapon, because as a rogue, flanking and stabbing people are kind of what you do unless you focus on a ranged build.
So the thing is, I want to take him out in the floor underneath him so he drops.
No.
Because I don't like that he has high ground, because that means he's going to end up really freaking accurate.
Yeah, and Shield says, also, if I get sleepy, then I can just sleep sitting up on the couch.
Have a nice trip! Oh! Face plant on the nose! Oh, he mad. Oh, he dead.
No, he's not. Is he
Yes,
really?
he is. Cool. I didn't expect that to kill him. I'll take it though.
Now, so speaking of rogues, I might have mentioned it, but for PF Modern, how classes can change. Should you use the adapted for guns or a whole new setup? Some classes will not be available. Some will be modified.
Yeah, it will depend very heavily upon the setting for any given campaign. If it is a like true to real world setting, then any class with straight up magic is off the table. Most classes work just fine regardless of time period, so they will instead just
be
get
changing the proficiency.
yeah, they'll get some mixed up weapon and skill proficiencies so that they reflect a modern setting. Other than that, there isn't really a whole lot that actually needs to change.
Yeah.
Because, like, a rogue is a rogue, regardless of whether they're wearing a suit and tie or a fancy tunic. I mean,
Link says, splash! And Shield Jamie says, another one bites dust. That guy says, yeah, focus on staying out of combat and long-range combat. Oh my bad, 8 starting out, not 6.
yeah,
Then you
8's
should-
pretty good for a rogue,
that's
actually.
pretty good.
At first level. We're actually gonna Overwatch. Oh, I've got 12 turns. Okay, so I can
This is
hunker a
good
little.
at pseudo-real settings like Stalker. That would probably
same thing, pretty much.
to certain classes, but there will be feats and items that
Yeah,
have
like-
to do with more fantastical
Yeah.
parts of that.
It's gonna sting! Actually, that was a crit and it only did 6, so...
Trin says, yeah, they have to fix the little bug that's causing troops to fall from roofs. It's a bit buggy.
Yeah, that's why I avoid high spaces, especially if I know there are enemies with explosives around. Don't you point at me. Did your mom ever teach you that's rude? Alright. Yeah. Get in there, collect that stuff. Oh, that's not a collection point. Oh well. Concentrate fire on him now that he's flanked. Damn, that didn't do as much as I was hoping for. Ghost. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Don't like this at all. We're already grouped too close together. They could plasma nade any one of us. Alright, Ghost. Fall to that cover. Please put him down. Well, at least he's hollowed. Okay. Come on. I need to put at least one of them down. There we go. I love that. I love it so much. Okay. Should I return their usual favor? Yes, because that'll also destroy his cover.
Roll20, we're actually thinking of doing it on Skype.
Yeah.
With screen share activated for maps and such.
Yeah, I think that'll make for the smoothest way, at least when we're first getting started. Oh, come on. Come on, Mox. Come on. Make it count. That's my girl. Okay, come on. There we go. That could have gone south. Cleaned it up, though.
Because we've never actually done
I haven't actually checked Roll20 out.
non-in-person games before, so we want to do something that's simple and easily understood instead of trying to learn a new site and all of its intricacies.
Yeah. Like, I've heard of Roll20, I've just never checked it out in detail. Ooh, another alert.
Now, this is also Ken, the Skype group is set up for whenever you're ready.
Cool. Alright. Overwatch. Ghost. That truck isn't about to explode, is it? Amazingly, it was caught in all that crossfire, and yet it's not gonna explode. Cool. Because we need to make it there. That isn't all that far, and we have 10 turns, so I don't need to rush.
Random explosion is random. Trent says that troll camera didn't want to show that perfect shot. Baggett says, wait, so Cards Against Humanity after this mission? No.
No. No, that will take place on a completely separate stream. It'll happen. Because I love me some Cards Against Humanity now. Patch everything up. Alright, well, let's keep pressing forward. I know there's a mech around here somewhere. It makes me nervous. If I can just straight up avoid it, though, and get to the evac, that's ideal. Music, don't you freak me out. They're coming to me, aren't they? Yep, I hear movement. There they come.
Training says, oh, so everyone in this stream knows each other? I'm the only one new? Today, yeah, you're pretty much the new...
Yeah, a lot of our chat folks are very much regulars. Don't let that make you feel alienated or anything.
We like new people.
Oh, yeah.
That goes pretty much, sir. Welcome to LLP. Pretty much.
And we try to cultivate as welcoming a community as we possibly can. People that cause problems kind of get shown the door.
Yeah. Don't worry.
So,
you are not one of them.
No, you're fine.
Trent says, oh, nice to meet you, by the way. And Snowman says, one of us. One of us. Ooh. And we stream every Friday.
Every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We usually get started a little earlier than 7, just so we allow a little time for people to trickle in.
Unfortunately, we have to take a trip this coming week, so this coming Friday will not be a stream, but streams should resume every week after that. And we also sometimes stream during the week, but those are not scheduled.
Yeah, we are probably going to move to doing a couple of streams a week on a scheduled level once we get home from the trip that we're taking this coming week.
Yeah.
That's actually something that we're going to make a more formalized announcement about pretty soon.
Yeah. So Snowman is one of us, and Trin is like, I'm okay with that, I'm proud. And Shield says, I'm no longer the newest one. And now it says, the other mods are out, but hey, pleasure to meet you and serve you on behalf of all of us. Yep. And Lynx goes, welcome to the dark side. We have cookies and pizza.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Becca says, are you going on a trip? Where to? We have to go to El Paso for his grandmother's funeral.
Yep. Yeah, we've actually taken several trips recently. One for recreation, which was helping a friend of mine in California move into his new apartment.
And then for my grandpa's funeral, and now we're gonna have to for his grandmother's funeral.
Yeah, this past week was really rough for us in personal lives.
Yeah. Trin says, nice to know. I clicked the favorite button, so I will know, I think, and I'll try to match it with my time zone.
Cool.
Ghost says, the other mods are just sleeping.
Probably.
That was Ghost laughing at himself. Shield says, damn, pizza sounds good. Just had cookies. And Mecha says, oh, that sucks. It does. But we're moving on. We're dealing.
Yeah, I mean, life goes on. Things happen.
Yep.
Crap. Alright, well, stick to the plan. Take him out.
Link says, you have my condolences, Ken.
I appreciate it. Ooh. That is a satisfying sound effect animation combo. Stop pointing at me! It's rude! Uh-oh.
Shield says, just had a junky food binge, which I don't need.
Oh.
And Snowman says, just make sure the little email toggle is turned on, since Twitch doesn't always do that when you fave someone, in my experience.
Yeah, it's almost never does for me.
Shield says, fire in the hole!
Let's go to concentrate on the shield, because he's going to make my life difficult.
Link says those plasma grenades are awesome.
Oh, crap.
Ooh, not good.
Heavy damage and she's stunned. Great. Oh, geez, she shook off the stun, like, immediately. Okay. Uh-huh, yeah, I know. Uh-huh. Alright, concentrate on the shield. This will make killing the others easier. What you got a shot on? Yes, shield. Take him out. Oh! That looked like it just knocked his forehead.
Shield says, looks like Humphrey's having a bad day. Link says, hey Newton, when you point, they're 3 pointing back. And Trin says, just knowing you like Mass Effect, I was sure I would keep in contact with this channel. Thought about when you let Caden die, but I forgive you because you explained it sounds right. Seems to be really nice people here. Good streamer. So I'm feeling nice right now. I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, I was very sad to let Caden die. But
I'm glad you feel positive about it, aren't you?
yes, I was very sad about that decision of mine. But oh, nice.
There we go.
Boom.
Like, I know some people that are just like, I just kill him because I don't like him. I'm like, that's not cool.
Like, don't be like that.
Or the people that'll put Rex down because he's a liability. I'm like, not if you coach him properly.
I know, that made me upset. I will never kill Rex if I can help it.
You can communicate with him. Find common ground. Direct all that rage at a more suitable target. This is how an actual leader solves problem, not an authoritarian. Alright, we're down to 8 turns. The thing is, we are wearing them down, though. Can I finish you off with a pistol to the face? Let's try. Ha!
And Bunny's being contrary and it's like, I can't talk. I'd kill him because I can. 'Cause fuck it. And Trin says, you honor your name. Because evil Bunny. Bunny likes to do that.
Oh, yeah. It's all in good fun. Mostly. Let's get you reloaded.
She was finally comfortable. Told you it was going to die.
Okay, so evac zone is not all that far, and we have 7 turns to get there, so alright, we're doing alright so far.
And that guy says, also, I just noticed how much destroyed the areas in this game look after a firefight than EU. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I love the destructibility of the environments in this game. Like, cause this just looks like a war zone now. Rubble and fire everywhere.
Bunny says, well, I did curse by a few missions ago. So yeah, of course I'm going to honor my name. Yep. It was the mission when he said, I hope I see Vi die, and that was the mission I died on.
And I've had, like, flawlesses tonight, and then there was that one. You know what? We're going to put you on long watch so you can
Snowman
cover
says,
our
don't have a
ads.
door, just block the wall, walk through.
Create a door! Get yours today! Where's evac? Evac is right there. Alright. Push up. Keep on pushing. Oop. Chime in the music. Hello, Captain. I'd like to have a word with you.
Trin says, do you have a YouTube account too?
Mm-hmm.
That guy says, indeed they do. Want me to link you?
Yep.
And Trin says, yes, please.
There's a link just underneath the stream in the headers down there.
And I think
That's
that
fine.
guy's going to post a direct link also.
Cool.
Yep.
Very good.
Bunny says, I'm a voodoo bunny, confirmed.
We are going to haywire that mech before it can cause any problems. And yeah, on YouTube, ordinarily I try to keep up at least 1 video per day. I've had to miss several days consecutively recently just because we've had all the personal things come up. And I hate that. It just, life is what it is. Yeah, shut down. I aim for daily uploads and do stuff anywhere from editorial videos where it's just rambling on about certain things. Good, that's shut down. Let's Plays, the occasional review, and we are about to start creating a lot more content centered around tabletop gaming. Start putting a hurt on the mech, or, oh yes, put a hurt on the shield. There we go! Triple rations for you! Alright, so the mech is out. Captain?
Okay. Any idea for how to resurrect the forums?
Forums are actually getting completely reconstructed. That's why we've let them kind of stagnate, because we know they aren't adequate to the needs of the community as it expands. We know that. So she's actually recently gotten Adobe Dreamweaver, which is an incredibly powerful, flexible site creation software. We're going to look at what we can find in terms of like implantable widgets and that kind of thing. We may route through JSync, which is another create a forum service, until we can create one of our own from scratch, just from the foundation. So the forums are getting completely revamped. It's probably going to take a couple of months, honestly, at minimum, because there's just a lot of work to do. We're going to completely revamp our entire website, because for the new folks around here, we actually do have one, lastlevelpress.com. It hasn't seen any significant updates in a long time. It isn't automated enough to make it time efficient for us to keep up with. So It's something that we started when we first created the channel and didn't adequately understand the needs we would have. Yeah, let's put some damage on the back.
Oh man, so it seems like someone came to play today. Link says, have you guys watched the second season of Daredevil? Frank Castle, the Punisher is just awesome.
I want to.
But we have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
That guy says, I feel more destruction looking at the city block than I do seeing a hallway in Rainbow Siege after a few bag grenades and crazy trouble laying down LNG fire. And Shield says, lovely. God, I'm getting a headache. Weirdly. Need to get my meds.
Gotcha. Alright.
Trin says, it's okay, no problems. No need daily, just knowing you put videos eventually. It's perfect for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I will do when I'm bored. You're just to have fun.
I appreciate it. Could I fight a Cypher in 5 turns?
Probably not. I wouldn't risk it.
Combat save. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, Lord. Okay. And then food time, because it is 9:46.
Alright.
And I'm getting hungry. And I ran out of drinkage.
Because let's see, that's... The captain's the only target
says,
left.
Hey! I made it!
And you have...
Bob. At the end.
As the quote says, you have to damage it first, right? When it comes to skulljacking?
Sure.
Isn't that the case, I think?
I have no idea, but let's go for it.
Yeah, we'll just
Link
put
says,
fire on it.
Joshua Grimm's apparently a sniper. Show's
That guy
back with like
is-
dimmed all around. Levi USMC 2015
Hey.
says, hey!
What's up, friendo?
Hello!
About to skulljack somebody.
Yeah. I can't wait. I have to admit, and with Lynx, it makes me happy every time I hear the Fear replica voice.
Mm-hmm. I have such a soft spot for Fear. Alright, so we're gonna get her out. That'll happen next turn. Holy crap, I have a shot from that far away. Sure, take it, why not?
Snowhead says, time to open the can of badness that is the Codex. And Bob says, my day was totally shit, but I'll probably tell you post-stream.
Oh no. Oh, it's poisoned. Oh, crap. Crap! I'm too good at killing everything!
Congratulations!
I can't control myself. Oh god.
It says, well, Trin, welcome to our little disjointed, maniacal, vi-rocketing, homicidally insane internet family.
Where am I? Why is the street covered in rubble and fire? Why am I talking like this? Ah!
Link says, Fear's just a good game.
It is.
Levi says, have you guys seen the Doom beta? Looks pretty cool. We are going to be checking that out this weekend.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play that tomorrow, and essentially I'm gonna try to stream at least one of, hopefully each of, Doom and Battleborn, because they're, like I said, they're in open betas this weekend.
Bunny says, nice going, Einstein.
I forgot she had Venom rounds.
Snowman says, saved by the poison. Bob says, and then my friend drove me to the alcohol store to get dinner at like 9 at night. She also says, looks like I'm going to be watching YouTube tonight and this morning. Levi says it's a free download. Yep, you're going to be checking it out.
Yeah, I already have each of them installed. They're ready to go. It's just tonight was a stream night, so, and since it's a Friday, then it's an XCOM 2 night. Otherwise, I'd have streamed one of those.
Yep.
Once I've conducted a first 15 on each of them,
Then
I'm
we will be streaming
probably going to stream at least one of them, probably just whichever one I enjoy more.
Yeah, just
Maybe each of them.
Just pay attention to the Twitch.
Yeah.
Bobman says the Doom beta looks like Halo, but reskinned, and that bugs the shit out of me. And then he goes, play with me!
I've seen a lot of people call it just Unreal Tournament in a Doom skin, and honestly, from what I've seen of the footage of it, it sounds accurate.
That guy says also, yeah, you know you're good at XCOM and you complain about your troops doing things too well. And Bunny says, right, because it's not like Powered Armor has been around since 1958. Blah. Levi says, any plans to play Total Warhammer?
Not in the near future. It's kind of low on my totem pole.
Yeah, Bob says, Bunny, it's not that I don't like Halo, because I do, but when I want to play a Doom game, I want to play a Doom game.
Yeah.
The Sheila asks, question, do you get anything if someone has YouTube Red? My brother got me a few months of playing music. I don't believe so.
I get a few cents. Honestly, YouTube Red is very minimal in terms of the returns that creators get from it. If YouTube Red subscribers watch my stuff, I get a little from that, just sort of by proxy. It isn't much.
No. Trin says, I just read about some forums too, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, our forums do still have some activity on them. They're just gonna get wiped and replaced soon-ish. So just keep that in mind.
Bob, I will try to archive everything that's on there and put it up myself, but I may just do a screen cap of all the forum threads and then just put that in a thing. I don't know. Bob says, if I wanted to play Halo Reskins Evolved, I'd boot up my Xbox. It looks pretty, but it ain't Doom gameplay.
Yeah.
But he says it just looks sexier.
Pretty much.
Also, most of those people don't know that Doom had multiplayer before there was Unreal Tournament.
I can't complain much about having killed the shit out of them so hard
That we didn't get
that I
to
couldn't
try the
even
Codex.
fight the Codex. I intended to!
Sheila says, sorry, I didn't know. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it.
We do still get a little bit. Not much, but a little. And a little is better than none. So.
Yeah, honestly, our primary stream of revenue comes from just general ad revenue and from the occasional like Twitch donation and the occasional like Spreadshirt order. Spreadshirt we don't make a whole much on. That is more or less just there for, like, if people want to rep our stuff, that's cool. I make a couple of dollars from anything that gets made from that. Honestly, Spreadshirt is more there for you guys. It's less for us because we don't make much on it.
We can't even afford to buy our own merchandise.
I want to have an LLP hoodie. I can't afford to get one though.
Shield Family says, or I would have told him no and to give me Playster instead. It's okay, don't worry about it. Snowman says, it would have been funny if Moxley could reach the evac since a new enemy squad was coming at the end of the turn.
I've had that happen.
Link says, Doom was actually the first FPS game ever. Snowman says, also Moxley probably wouldn't have made it to the evac if you did some of the codex with how far away she was.
That's true. That's fair.
True.
So it's probably fortuitous that we did kill the captain.
Oh, Bob says Wolfenstein was the first. And that's what
Yeah,
that guy
Wolfenstein was the first, and I think one of the most advanced of the early FPS titles was actually Hex. Or, no, not Hex. Hexen.
said. Am I...
Gravely wounded. Again.
Again?
Because they just hate you, apparently.
I want my special armor now, thank you.
Let's see here. Implacable. If you score one or more kills on your turn, you are granted a single bonus move. Cool. Blade Storm. Free sword attacks
no,
on any
Blade Storm.
enemies that enter or attack from melee range.
Give me Blade Storm.
Hell yeah. That's whirlwind attack.
I know.
I know what that feat is. Actually, that's more combat reflexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because if you essentially
Hey,
want
look!
that ability that was just described, that's the combat reflexes feat in D&D and Pathfinder.
It's Cynthia!
Yep.
E.
And if we ever do any,
I'm actually writing her story eventually.
yeah, if we do any, like, Pathfinder future sorts of things, it'll probably get set in the universe that she's created that's comparable in tech level to, like, the Aliens franchise, and she's a character from that.
Yes. She is Captain.
Hello, spokesman. Let's see. 94 intel, yes. Commander, you've done an exemplary job in seizing this opportunity to strike back at Advent in New Indonesia, a move that will surely embolden resistance forces around the world. Please use the accompanying allotment of resources to further your advances. Cool.
Snowman says, at least it won't be 30 days with the AWC. That's true. And Link says, bye, get to medbay. You deserve a rest. Shield says, question, is Minecraft okay for someone with autism? My youngest son wants to play it since I have a free 90 minutes of play. I would say let him give it a shot.
Yeah,
Especially creative mode, I think.
yeah, creative mode in particular. It depends on where exactly on the autism spectrum he falls, because if he's one that needs constant, like, stimulation and like for the story to keep him like moving things along so that he has something to focus on and to do,
Then it
maybe
would
not.
work.
If he's one that like actually a friend of mine is much more prone to liking just like more sandboxy experiences where he can create and play at his own pace and to
good for
create
that.
his own fun, whatever like occupies his mind, whatever is most satisfying, especially where it's a creative aspect of it, then I would say absolutely. It really just
Trent-
depends on
Yeah.
where he falls.
Yeah. Trent says, Vi, your name really sounds like a Spanish name. Is Violeta your real name? No, it's not. It was a name that I came up with for our channel. My real name is Stephanie. In case no one knew. Because other people do. I answer to Violeta and Vi almost as often as I do to Stephanie. Actually, more often since my parents usually call me by their pet names for me.
Yeah. So as far as like getting directly addressed with some name,
I
yeah, you
actually-
get called Vi more often than anything.
I do actually go by Vi more often now. Sheila says he is high functioning, but he can't tell the difference about what can be done in a game and show and what in real life.
The one thing I would advise then is that the how to put it, like the concepts of like geology and how mining works and how like physics work, like
Are not at
like
all.
hydrodynamics in particular, the physics of Minecraft do not work the same way as the real world. And let's see.
That's my baby sister's name.
Oh, cool.
Stephanie's United. What?
We have several in our family, and as a matter of fact,
I
my
know.
stepbrother.
Just married another
He
Stephanie.
married.
I like to point out.
She came first.
I am the first.
The Forerunner.
I am the original, okay? You need to keep me in mint condition. I'm gonna be worth some money someday.
You're priceless to me now.
Aww.
Let's see.
I love you
do I
too.
go with...
That guy says, huh, so we finally know your real name. Now I can refer to both of you by your real names.
It's on our website. It was never a
Still
secret.
gonna mainly call you to Kin and Vi, though. Feels
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah, like I know some people like, say, Cry or like Minx. They like to keep their personal identities completely separated from their online personas, and that is completely their prerogative. I respect the hell out of that. It's just, I know when it comes to doing that, each of them have had their identities leaked. On a controlled level, they were able to squash that. It's
We
just,
don't want to worry about
it's
that.
gonna happen. I don't care.
The only difference on our site, it says I'm Stephanie Summer.
Oh yeah, we still need to change that.
I am not Stephanie Summer anymore. Well, technically I am because I just added that as a middle name. But we got married, so my last name is now Davenport. Trin says, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Tiffany." But Violeta is a good one too. Violeta is color like purple and a flower. Yep.
Yeah, it was originally a combination of like Lolita, which was at first going to end up like a theme we were going to use with some of her on-screen appearances. That didn't end up panning out.
No. But that's okay. It was violin, which I played for 9 years of my life. And not to brag, but I was a member of an award-winning orchestra.
That got to play here.
Yes.
I show that off more than she does.
Yes, he does, and I love him.
Like
for
anytime that gets raised with people who are like new, I'm just like, she played Carnegie Hall.
I did.
It's cool.
We did play at Carnegie Hall. But I do. Purple is one of my favorite colors in all universe. Red and purple are my favorite colors ever. So I'm happy that it's also the name for purple in a lot of languages also. But yes, my name is Stephanie. She says that's why I had you change my character's name. So I'm picky about what he watches or plays. Yep.
Gotcha. I see.
Yep.
Yeah. I would see Minecraft as pretty low on the concern. It may have some though. Like his understanding of especially how geology and physics work may need to get explained such that he knows that Minecraft isn't entirely accurate.
Yeah. She also says, my mom's favorite color. Purple. So pretty. I had purple on my nails like 2 times ago, but I tried to get my nails to be a turquoise. type work.
It's a little more greenish.
It's, and let's be honest, it's a lot more greenish
Yeah.
than I anticipated. But I tried. The thought is the thought that counts, okay? I did my best.
Yep.
Okay? But,
So,
like I says, you played the Vine at Carnegie Hall? I played I played trumpet at high school auditorium. Does that count? Sure. But yeah, my orchestra, our full orchestra, was considered the best high school orchestra in the state of Texas. We actually broke the record for an orchestra that held that title for the most times. No one else was actually, no other school has held that as many times as mine did. And so we were invited to Carnegie Hall. It was fun. And it was on Easter too, so we actually got to see snow. Us poor Texan girls who were like, and boys who were like, wow, this is New York City! And we were all sitting there like, we don't have Texas accents because we're really suburb, you know? So we don't have the really thick accent, except people would come up to us because we moved in a herd, you know? The whole orchestra moved together.
the
And they're
shepherded
like,
kid herd.
yes, and they're like, you're from Texas, aren't you? And we're like, how did you know? Because we're like, do we have
Can
something
you
that says,
tell?
how can you tell? It's like, it's your accents, it's so cool. And I'm like, we have accents?
Yeah, that was
What?
something that my mom ran into when she joined the Navy. She didn't think she had much of a drawl at all. She kind of does. Don't tell her. As soon as she got there, though, everybody was just like, "Hey, you're from Texas," and she's just like, "How can you tell?"
Yeah. Okay, let's see. She also says my favorite color is black with a little bit of blue, purple, red, and silver. Those are really pretty colors.
For me, it's red, white, and black.
Mhm.
For me.
For me, it's purple, red, and black, I think. That guy says, that's cool. Good for you and your orchestra. Thanks you. Trent says, and Ken's real name? Just curious. Purple is pretty. I have to see, but green is my favorite one. Green of hope and nature. I love it.
Yeah, my real name is Cliff Davenport.
And I am Stephanie Davenport, his wife. Of over a year now.
Yeah, and if you end up watching some of the older content on our YouTube channel, when we first got started, I went by Mr. Black, which came from personal story. And if you end up watching the vlog in which I explain why I changed from that to my new name, then you'll get why I changed. Just if you watch older stuff and I'm using a different screen name,
That's why.
don't let it confuse you because there's a reason.
That guy says my school is either one of the best or the best marching bands in the state of Georgia.
Very cool.
But I don't count that as my accomplishment because I don't do marching band.
have a
I'm
lot
one
of-
of the only two that doesn't do it.
I have a lot of
That's
marching,
okay.
or a lot of respect for marching band and color guard because my girlfriend that I was with in high school, I ended up doing a lot of the like heavy lifting and like the crew work helping the color guard, and they of course did a lot of stuff with the marching band. So I got to see what their shows were like and how much they have to train and practice and the precision they have to do. So I ended up developing a pretty intense respect for the kinds of shows they do, especially in the off season.
Oh.
The competitive marching band and color guard, like the circuit for them, it's actually kind of cool to watch, as lame as that might sound.
Let's see. Snowman says a friend in Texas knew I was from the Midwest, since apparently I talk too slow and drawn out. Bunny says it's pure black for me, no color anymore. I want it to all be black.
Oh, dog.
Link says silver, maroon, and black are my favorite colors.
I approve.
That guy says my favorite color is a tan color comparable to sand, albeit a bit lighter. And Trent says, sorry, but what color is maroon? I just know maroon 5.
It's like red with a little purple mixed into it.
Just a little bit. Mostly red, but with a bit of purple. It's usually a darker color.
Maroon and gold were the colors of my high school and Texas State, the college I graduated from. I have a fondness for it.
Yes, you do.
So anyway, I think that
It is
pretty well,
10:04.
yeah, that reaches a pretty good stopping point for us. We've accomplished several missions, got a few flawless and an excellent. We had that one horrible nightmare that we shan't ever talk about again. I think it's safe to say, though, I'm starting to improve, especially now that the research is starting to catch up to what we should have at this state of the game. It's getting more challenging, especially as the resource management aspect is concerned.
Yeah.
I feel like I still have a pretty solid handle on how to actually play this game, though. And I'm happy about that, because I like this. I just don't want to get everyone killed. So, I call that an evening. I've already saved, so to the desktop we go.
That guy says, yeah, it's why I don't march. I'm too lazy to go to all practices, and I don't like football or taking a week out of my summer break for band camp.
I feel you.
understand.
I'm right there with you.
She says, my school colors was red and black. Oh,
Ooh,
he would have loved that.
I'm jelly.
Yes.
I might have had some school spirits.
You might have actually had school spirit. Wow.
So, I was going to say something. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Let's see. You have a handle on it for now. Just want everything to go to shit with the newer enemies. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Have backup characters for when Moxley dies. Looking forward. Hey, red and black too. Cool.
Nice.
So, oh, I know what I was going to say. Keep an eye on the alerts for the streaming channel, because I suspect that the recorded videos that I conduct for Doom and Battleborn will probably get released after the actual
it's
periods
over.
are completed, just because I have so many other things to do.
But we will be streaming them.
Yeah, so I'll probably start each of those streams with a little prior knowledge of the game, having already recorded the first 15s on them. So keep an eye out for that, especially, if you want to join in some of those once we stream stuff, I may treat each of those as a game jam. That way we can all inspect, different characters and aspects of the game and classes, all that kind of stuff. That way we can all come up with, at the end of those streams, a collective assessment of the game. Because, again, with my first 15 series, that's just purely first impressions. It's not comprehensive at all. I do like, especially when I inspect open betas, to try and get as close a look at as I can at as many aspects as are available. So, yeah, like I said, if you want to play with me, then keep an eye out, because you might get your chance. So, I think that pretty much covers it. So, yeah. All right, then. So cheers to everybody who stuck around, especially to our new folks. So there was Trin Stark, and Lynx who came around again, and Snowman.
Yay!
Good to see folks always coming around and returning again. So, I am Kinsmark here at Lessable Press,
I'm Violeta.
and as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye! And now the creepy...
Because now we have to wait,
night
so
and
it
some
doesn't get cut
goodies.
off.
Yeah.
Devimbo later, entirely possible.
Quite possibly. Trin Starks, it's nice to meet you. It's nice
Yeah,
to meet you
likewise.
too. We look forward to seeing more of you. Welcome to the family.
You're no one of us.
Alrighty.